All right, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome into another episode of Inside the Sandstorm with your host, Gamecock Chucky, and my good buddy, Jordan Dealmaker. This show is sponsored by, oh, hell no, we ain't got no sponsor, but if you'd like to have us, if you want some airtime, you want your business sponsor, get in touch with my buddy, the Dealmaker, and he'll make it happen. Especially if you're around South Carolina, help the show out, whatever. But no, I just want to throw that out there. We're here to talk some football. I don't give a crap about no sponsorship or anything like that. But we're going to talk some football. We'll talk Virginia. We're going to talk about Virginia. I'm week behind. We're going to talk Vanderbilt, South Carolina tonight. Give our thoughts, our prediction, our scores, some keys to the game, things like that. Make sure everybody hits that like, subscribe, get in the chat. Let's make this a fun show. Let's have a good time. I know Monday night seemed kind of like a Debbie Downer. I wasn't feeling good. I had worked all 12 hours that day, just kind of worn out. So it wasn't quite the usual show that we normally have where it was real live and active. But get in the chat. Let's have a good time. Let's talk about the game, give y'all's thoughts, y'all's scores, and have a good night. What's going on, Jordan?
What's happening, buddy? I would like to start the show off tonight, first of all, by saying, if anybody wants to sponsor this show, we had 24,000, almost 25,000 people sponsor our last fan reaction on Saturday, so it'd be a great opportunity for you. But with that being said, I would like everybody, real quick, and I know we don't like to talk politics or religion on this show, and that's fine. I respect it. But I would like to take a moment of silence for the Kirk family that was tragically killed, Mr. Charlie Kirk, which was an innovator of young people. In my opinion, the second coming of Martin Luther King in today's society. And I would like for all of us to pause in remembrance of his life, if y'all don't mind. Thank you. All right. With that being said, please God bless him and his family. And
such a tragic event that took place the other day, and being a father myself as well as you, Jordan, that's got to be horrible to witness your dad get gunned down in such a heinous, cowardly, senseless way, and I don't, like I said, we don't talk politics and religion on here, but your heart's got to go out to his family, and
absolutely,
just prayers for them. So we're going to talk some Vanderbilt football. Diego Pavia, he's been running his mouth. The whole Vanderbilt team's been running their mouth, calling Dylan Stewart or whatever, and
who is he? Who is he?
Yeah, exactly. Talking about Williams Bryce is just a party, was a club or something like that, or a party scene or something. Man, we about ready to wreck their party. They come up in there, that mess. But I did see a video on Twitter the other day, or X or whatever you want to call it, where they had that dude. I guess he's some kind of internet, YouTube, TikTok guy. Something about speed. I am speed or something speed. I don't know. Some dude that likes to run fast. I don't know. But anyway, Diego had him break down the practice at the end, team on 3 or whatever. And they was like, well, what do you want me to say? He's like, fuck South Carolina. He said, what's South Carolina done to y'all? And Diego said, they're in our way of our mission. I'm sorry if we're in the way of y'all's 5-7, 6-6 season. I mean, that's just the nature of the business. So we about ready to wreck y'all's party. So, but I thought that was kind of crazy. They're doing a whole lot of chirping and a whole lot of chattering. And that's cool. I got no problem with a team being confident and cocky like that. So I guess what I'm saying, it's time for them to put up or shut the fuck up come tomorrow night at 7:45. So I don't know what your thoughts on that is.
Well, I'm not going to jump out and be cocky. But I will say this. Hold on.
The dog's got something to say about it, he said. But yeah, I'm not being cocky. I respect Vanderbilt because they're playing pretty good. I respect Diego's game. He's a baller. He's a competitor. You know, I'm not taking anything away from him. I'm just saying they are acting kind of like Michael said. They're acting delusional. I mean, we got a 16-game winning streak over them. They haven't beat us since what, 2007, 2008. So
yeah, and I'm sorry, I apologize about that. My dogs had something to say about it. They're cockier than I am, obviously. But here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. Nick Saban said it best years ago. This is just rat poison, right? Yeah, that's what he said. It's rat poison. So I don't know the outcome of this game. None of us do. We don't know the outcome of us walking out the back door of our house in the next hour.
Oh, yeah.
But I will tell you this. They got a lot of nuts to talk the shit they've been talking. A lot of nuts. I mean, they got big kahuna nuts. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, they are. They're doing a lot of talking for a team that hasn't won, you know, against South Carolina in a long time and really haven't done anything.
Well, hell, the hell with South Carolina. I mean, shit fire in the morning. They ain't done nothing in 3 decades. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, like I said, I got no problem with them talking, but, you know, just be ready to face it whenever you get to Williams-Brice tomorrow night. That's all I got to say. So, and like I said, I got respect for Vanderbilt. I'm not trying to shit on them or nothing, but we could total loss. We could. I'm not saying we're gonna go in there and smack them around and beat them, but
very simply, yeah,
we could take a loss if we continue to play the way we played the first 2 games. So, yeah, like I said, they're throwing a whole lot of extra stuff out there for a team that really hasn't done a whole lot. So,
I will say this, point blank, simple. This is going to be the best defense they've seen thus far this year.
Yeah.
Number one, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And I guess that's what bothers me more than anything. We've given up 1 touchdown in 2 games. Now, our last opponent is a lower level FCS opponent. Okay, I get it. And we gave up a touchdown, and I would call that like a 3rd string touchdown. You know what I mean? But still, though, it's a touchdown. For you to actually say, Dylan, who? Like, really, dude? Really?
He better have his chin strapped tight. He might not even be a star. I don't even know if he's a starter. He out there talking some shit.
Yeah, so, I'm like, listen, it's one thing to be cocky, and anybody that knows me knows I don't shy away from a damn combative conversation and or combative hand to hand. I'm cocky, so and I'll admit it. But to say Dylan, who? I don't even know who he is. Dude, you're delusional. You are delusional. Like, really? I mean, it's one thing to talk trash. And I get it. I love it. I love talking trash. But to say I don't even know his name, you're a liar. You are a plumb damn liar. That is the best defensive back or edge rusher in the game of football right now. Yeah,
I think he was doing that just mainly to get attention. You know, just to get laughs and cheers from his fans or from his teammates and stuff. He knows who. If he don't know who Dylan Stewart is, he is a dang got to be one of the dumbest student athletes at Vanderbilt.
In fact, if facts really be told, I have to give Pavias credit where credit's due.
Yeah.
The kid can ball. The kid
yeah.
can ball. And, reminds me a lot of my young self. We're about the same size. You know what I mean? But, man, and I understand motivating his teammates and being the leader of his team. I get all of that. Been there, done that, got a T-shirt.
Yeah.
I get it. But sometimes you just need to shut the hell up and go out there and do it. Now, what concerns me is not our defense. If they score 2 touchdowns on us, it would shock the shit out of me. Seriously. It would shock the shit out of me.
Nah, not me.
Okay, well, it would me.
Yeah, okay.
But I'm going to give my game prediction at the end of the show. Okay,
Yeah.
my score prediction. But with that being said, do you really, really think that what we saw for the last 2 weeks, offensive line wise, and what we've heard and what we know our inside knowledge, even public knowledge, do you really think that our line's going to be as bad as it has been?
Yeah.
Let me answer it for you. I don't.
You don't think it's going to be as bad? Well, Michael Lynn asked that question too. He said, "What are the odds that we come out again and look like shit?" I just don't see it. We are ready. So he kind of agrees with you. I got to be shown. I mean, we can all sit here and say, "I think we're going to be better" or "We're going to look better," but I got to see it. I got to see it with my own 2 eyes before I can just go out there and say we're going to be better. They got a lot of showing for me to believe that. I just don't know if you can just turn it on and off like that. So you mean to tell me the first 2 games didn't mean nothing really, just going through the motions. Now all of a sudden you're gonna flip a switch and get all your blocks right, get all your communication right, get all your checks right at the line, communicate well. I mean, all of a sudden it's just gonna come on. The light bulb's gonna come on. I find that hard to believe.
Okay, all right. Well, first of all, I love you to death. That has nothing to do with what I might say. But I respect your opinion because I've told you the same thing about Nicholas Harbor. He ain't shown me shit yet. Y'all all damn giddy about him, but he ain't shown me shit. And listen, you give me a hard time about it. That's fine. That's fine. Do I respect the young man? Absolutely. He's a young man. But at the end of the day, don't tell me, show me.
Exactly.
Show me.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you show me, I'll shut the hell up and I'll say, guess what? You were right. And I feel that way about our offensive line, but I've got maybe because I bleed garnet and black. Maybe I'm a sunshine pumper, y'all. Maybe. I don't know. But I've just got a damn feeling. No other information than any of y'all can research. I just got a damn feeling we're going to come out Saturday night, 7:45 when 2 weeks left. And you're going to see a whole different offensive line. I just got a damn feeling now. Oh, shit.
What is it?
You pulling that up?
Oh, I was just looking at this earlier today. We got a 65, according to ESPN, we got a 65% chance of winning. I think the line, the spread's at 2.5 on here. Or is that 5? I can't read this stuff. It started out at 5.5, didn't it? Now is it down to 2.5?
No, it started off at 7.5.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm reading what they got here on ESPN. So I mean, I don't know what you can take out of that. I don't put a whole lot of money into gambling, but
well, listen. I mean, if you want to try to make money gambling, you don't ever gamble on the Gamecocks. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you.
No, I know. I'm aware of that. I try not to gamble with the Gamecocks, but just looking at some of their stats, Pavia's had pretty good couple games. Although they've only played Charleston Southern and Virginia Tech. So I guess we got one common opponent with Virginia Tech, which Virginia Tech was leading the first half, and then Vanderbilt come back and put it on the second half. So what jumps off here is Eli Stowers is not even their leading receiver, which he is the big 6'4" tight end that has that. He's kind of like a wide receiver. He plays more of like a wide receiver, but he's a tight end, or he's listed as a tight end. Yeah, he's second on the team right now as far as receiving, but they got this Trey Richardson. He's only like 5'9" or something like that, so he must be more of a slot receiver for Vanderbilt. But he's leading them right now. They got, I don't know who that guy is, Alexander, the running back. I can't remember what his first name is, but he's only got 100 and some yards, 156 yards. So, which we really ain't cheering up the ground game either, but just some comparables, I guess, that they have right on here. So, like I said, they beat Charleston Southern and Virginia Tech, and we beat Sacramento State and Virginia Tech. They've given up 23 points. We've given up 21. So they're averaging a little over 11.5 per game. We've given up a little over 10 per game, 10.5. Yeah. So not much difference there when it comes to.
I don't think that anybody can argue the point that our running game has been less than stellar. I don't think anybody can argue that. But here's the thing, and I know you disagree with this. I know you do, as my good friend. I'm reading the comments over here. Shula has to realize that Sellers is not a pocket passer. I agree. They've been holding back. At least I hope so. Michael Lynn, Scott Collins, Mark, Todd Gwynn, everybody's in the comment section and they're commenting, and we appreciate the hell out of y'all.
SECFT's in there too. He was.
Is he?
He was, yeah.
What's up, Ryan? But I'm going to say this. Do I think we open the playbook? No, I don't. And I know you'll say, why in the hell would we open it? You can go down your spiel and me and you will butt heads, and that's fine. That's fine. I mean, that's why we're friends. We have difference of opinions on certain things, but we see eye to eye on most things. But yeah, I mean, I don't think our playbook's been open. But why would you? Why would you? The issue I have, my issue is, what the hell happened in 2 games with the offensive line? So, call it playbook, call it close, call it vanilla, call it whatever. So, I'm kind of siding with you when I say this. That didn't fix the offensive line. That didn't cause the offensive line problems. I mean, it was pretty vocal this week, to my knowledge. They didn't get the plays. They couldn't hear. What? How the hell can't you hear?
That makes no sense.
That's my point.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I mean,
I don't get that.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna wait till the Clemson game to open up the playbook. I don't get that. I don't get that logic. I think we're gonna have to. We're gonna have to beat Vanderbilt if we play like we do the first 2 games. We're gonna have to dial something up different. Some screens, some RPOs, something. Something's got to happen. They got to turn Lenoris loose, because what we did the first 2 games, I don't think it's gonna work against Vanderbilt. I hate to say it, but I don't think it will.
All right. Let me give you my opinion of the playbook deal. Okay. This is just my opinion and my opinion on. The first game, we jumped out ahead pretty rapidly. The second game, I mean, did you really think we were gonna lose that game? I mean, come on.
No, I knew we were going to lose that game.
Okay, let's be honest. So let's just take South Carolina State game. You drive down the field, you do what you do, and then you vanillaize, if that's a word. If it's not, I just made it.
But we'll make it a word tonight.
Yeah. The whole damn playbook. Because even in Virginia Tech, the shot down the field to your boy.
Uh-huh.
Why would you show that when you got the game in hand? You know what I mean? Why would you show the running back that everybody's been talking about all damn boy? We got to have phase on. We got to have phase on. We got to have phase on. You know. Well, guess what? We don't have to have him. Number one. But number two, why would you blow him out and the whole world say, you see that Nick Harbor? You see that Faison? You see that quarterback? We got problems.
Uh-huh.
Don't do that. But I think this game, we're going to see everything.
But you said, I thought you just said you don't open the playbook.
No, we're going to have to now.
Oh, yeah. And Todd Gwynn said if the game's close, they need to open the playbook. But probably not wide open.
Bubba, I hate to tell you this. If the playbook don't get open in this game, we'll lose.
Mm-hmm.
We'll lose.
Well,
they gonna find out. They gonna find out at 7:45 tomorrow evening, and we'll all be here. They gonna find out what South Carolina's all about, or either we're gonna get our ass whooped, one of the two, and that's it. That's it.
Yeah, there's no two ways about it. That's it. What's up, P Digits? He's here. Welcome in. He said copyright vanilla, whatever you said, vanillaize.
That's my new word, vanillaized.
There you go, vanillaize. But you know, my whole stance on it is, man, we having trouble with the whole, just the basic plays we've been running, trying to block, trying to open up holes. And like you said, you got offensive linemen that say they can't hear. There's no good communication between them.
I don't get that shit. None.
So it's going to be – so you're trying to tell me that tomorrow night the crowd's going to be less noisier? They're going to be able to all of a sudden hear? And then all of a sudden they're going to open up the playbook. And – to me,
no, we go open the playbook. Now that's a fact. If we don't open it up and let our quarterback do what he does, we'll lose the damn game. And then I'm being as honest as I can be. He is not a drop back passer, and guess what? You don't have to be.
Not with that offensive line. There's nobody in the country with that offensive line would be a solid drop back passing quarterback, pocket passer.
But I question myself. I question the coaching staff. I question Lonnie Teasley, Greg Atkins.
Yeah.
Hell, Shane Beamer, Mike Shula. I question all of them. Was our line confused because they're used to blocking for a running damn quarterback? And you've not allowed him to do so other than one drive that we looked great against Virginia Tech.
Yeah.
So everybody looked on sync then. So is it because of a dialing back, or is it because our damn line just sucks? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Michael Lynn said go to Baton Rouge, you won't hear shit. Well, they got other ways to communicate. You ain't got to hear. They got to have some kind of signal, some kind of, there's got to be. I've never played offensive line, so I don't know how to, go about, coming up with ways to communicate. But there's got to be a way. Surely they've been playing football for hundreds of years now, so it ain't always been. It hasn't always been real quiet in every stadium he played in. So surely there's some way around it.
Let me say that it is stupidly as I can say it. How many times has anybody ever heard, ever, in the history of your life in sports, stick and ball sports, okay? A damn coach holler from the dugout to a catcher. And then the catcher relays it back to the pitcher of what damn ball they need to throw. Let me answer that question for you. Never. Never. Never happened.
Todd Z said we call that could be the new name for our offense, vanilla eyes.
I like it.
For the offense. Scott said we should when we have the ball, the crowd should be quiet. Yeah, I mean that's normally the standard whenever, the crowd don't really get loud until, they're on defense most of the time or when something good happens. So Michael Lynn said a comment from Kaysen didn't make a bit of sense, to be honest. Yeah, I mean there's things you should say. I think they need to coach them, police them up a little bit on what to say at their press conference. I know they're young student athletes and they want to get out there and sound good and everything, but some of the things that came out of their mouth as far as the communication, the not practicing hard or on communication and hearing and all that stuff. I mean, don't put that out there. I mean, your offensive line is not looking good already, and then you're gonna go out there to the media and put that out there. What's that going to? As you've seen when they talked to Shula, they basically blindsided him with that question, about communicating and being able to hear themselves, tell each other the pass protection or run block scheme or whatever. So, yeah, don't put all that out there for the media to hear, because that's just.
But I have to ask you this, Chuck, and I'm not saying this is the case. A businessman that I have been all my life.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Sometimes, the sleight of hand is the greatest trick in the world. Seriously.
Yeah.
Now, when I say the sleight of hand, not that you hoodooing anybody or anything like that, but the whole world operates on politics, right? We all know that. Watch this. Can you see me in the camera? Watch this hand, but you damn sure can't see this hand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I got
Do
you.
I think we're playing the sleight of hand?
I sure the hell hope.
I hope so. I hope so.
Yeah. And another thing, now, this is my own personal opinion. I mean, I don't know what you think, but in that video I did the other night, our offensive line is too damn soft, man.
No, they're soft. Now, I agree. I watched that video, and I know you're a military man. I'm an ex-law enforcement man. I've been through pretty similar training to what you've been through. Yeah. It's just, but to me, that's total disrespect. Different society.
I understand that, but to me, that's disrespecting the coach. I do not agree with them saying teach Lonnie this, Lonnie that. That, like I said, maybe that's my Marine mentality, but I don't think you should be talking to your coach or about your coach like, y'all going to have beers after practice or going to hang out or whatever. His job is to basically develop you and get you to where you want to go in life, whether that's playing football or doing whatever skill you're going to learn while you're at college. You know,
Okay.
whatever job path you go into.
When you're in training in law enforcement in the state of South Carolina, the people you refer to, they're not drill sergeants. Okay, they're called cadres, and you have the senior, then you have the middle, then you have the bottom.
Oh yeah.
But at the end of the day, you don't disrespect none of them because they'll bust your ass. You know what I mean? They'll literally bust your ass. Now, with that being said, are any of them 340 damn pounds and can't run? Let me answer that for you. Hell no.
No. I'm not saying they're not athletic, but I just think there needs to be a line like, hey, you know, I'm coach. You know what I'm saying? That's just me though, man. I mean, I get it at work too, because I see that kind of crap at work as well.
Let me get to my point, though. Let me get to my point. Every cadre I had, all three of them, when we ran 5 miles a morning, guess what? They were running right beside us.
Exactly.
They're hollering cadences right beside us. Okay?
As they should.
Yeah. So that's to back up what I'm saying a second ago. You know, when we're up on the rock and we're going through hell, they're right there with us. Now they're screaming at you, but they're with you. They're doing everything you're doing. I mean, that's their day in and day out job. That's my point. That's their day in and day out job. And they know what they're doing. And it's all a mind game. It's all a mind game. It's mental.
Oh, I know.
But when you've got a coach standing over there that eats a dozen damn donuts from Krispy Kreme every morning, who in the hell he gonna block?
That sounds pretty good.
How he gonna go out there and run a rope drill?
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
In my opinion, that's the problem.
And that's what I'm saying. They taking on the coach mentality. They need somebody in there that's going to chew their ass when they miss a block. They need somebody in there that's going to, like Syracuse did after they beat Connecticut in overtime. What was they doing? They were all out there running sprints. Right after the game, they didn't even go to the locker room.
Yeah.
You know, they need somebody like that. Like we got on staff, Sean Elliott. We've been preaching that for a while now, you know. They need somebody like a Sean Elliott that's going to get into them and still show them love. There's nothing wrong with that. You can give them tough love and love at the same time. It ain't going to kill them. It may hurt their feelings. I know we live in a sensitive society these days, but I'll tell them like I tell people at work. I don't give a damn about your feelings. You know, I don't get paid based on your feelings.
Well, listen. It's funny you brought that up. It's funny you brought that up. All right. I have an opinion. And I'm sorry. Opinions like assholes, everybody's got one. Right? This is my opinion. And you might think that I'm mean. That's fine. You can think anything you want to think of me. And I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about anybody that's listening. You can think anything you want to think about me. But I know where my loyalties lay. Okay? And first of all, that's with Jesus Christ. But my son started playing tackle football, pads, helmet, the whole deal, last week. And he's playing middle linebacker. He's pretty quick on his feet. Pretty smart player. He's got a lot of knowledge. You know,
he got that from his mama.
Huh?
He got that from his mama.
Yeah, probably so. But they ran a running play last night, and he's shifting from side to side down the line, watching the running back. And as he saw the running back, the hole he was going to, you know, eventually break into, he broke to go into the line into that hole to tackle him, right? Well, there was an offensive lineman that pulled and cleaned his ever-living clock. I mean, cleaned his clock. I'm being honest. I mean, absolutely, that offensive lineman did his duty perfect.
Yeah.
Cleaned my son's absolute clock. Knocked him. He never saw him coming. 3 times his size. Cleaned his damn clock. Let me say this. He jumps up. He shakes it off. I think that's great. I do. I think that is absolutely great for a young man. He jumps up. He shakes it off. I'm over there, in my chair, me and my wife, and I'm thinking, oh, my mercy. And my wife goes, he's hurt. I'm like, no, he's not hurt. He's not hurt. He's fine. He's fine. You know what I mean? Well, I guess about 15, 20 minutes later, he comes to the sideline. It's water break, and we're over there, and, this is first year of tackle football with helmets and pads. You know what I mean? He played flag football last year. I said, son, what happened? You know what he told me? He said, Daddy, I never saw him coming. I said, no, I know you did. Because I watched him play.
You better have your head on a swivel. Hey, Todd's got a question for us. He said a serious question to you guys. Can the O-line issue be too complicated play calling? I know it happened in the past.
Yes, but hold on. Let me finish my story and I'll go into that.
Okay.
But he looked at me, my son said, it didn't hurt as bad as it looked.
Well,
I said, what do you mean? He said, it didn't hurt as bad as it looked. He said, these pads are not just for hitting, but they also to protect you. And I said, you damn right. That is the problem. Going back to what we were talking about, and I'll answer the question in a second. These kids are too soft, man. They're too soft. Get their ass blowed up a time or two.
Yeah.
Let that coach be as honest as Sean Elliott will be. Sean Elliott will headbutt a damn face mask. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Because he ain't scared to go out there and run them drills with you. But anyway, that's just, that's the way I think.
Yeah. So do you think the play calling is a little too complicated for them, the schemes?
I do. Yes.
You do?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not inside the room with them. It shouldn't be, considering these men have been playing offensive line ever since they probably started playing football because it's the big old boys. I mean, I don't think it should be too complicated. I don't know. I can't really pinpoint what's causing the issue with it. I mean, unless it's just.
I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. With my boy playing tackle this year, it's the only way I can break it down. It's not rocket science. You're not building a damn 100-story building. You know what I mean? You're not doing something that not too many people know how to do, and you have an architect degree, and you're all smart with all these measurements and all that bullshit. It is football. It is a stick and ball sport. This shit ain't never changed.
Yeah.
Okay? Grab him right there between the tits and push his ass backwards. That's it.
Maybe the coach is making it complicated with some of his calls.
That's my point.
Yeah.
That's my point. It's not rocket science. It has never been rocket science. Hell, you can put leather helmets on them, and at the end of the day, you grab the man in front of you, and you push it. Don't put your arms outside of his damn shoulders. Grab him in the chest and push him backwards. Well, guess what? If you can't do it, then he beats you.
Yeah.
It's not damn rocket science.
Yep. I agree. I mean, that's technique of being offensive lineman. You grab him and put him where you want to put him. If you can't do that, you're gonna get whooped. I mean, and like I said, maybe like we said, maybe the coach is just overcomplicating things. Maybe he needs to tell him, hey, listen, grab that son of a gun and move him. Move him left, move him right, based on whichever way you run it or whichever way you protect it.
Let me ask you this question. And I want you to really think about what I'm about to say. That middle linebacker, I don't give a damn whether they call the Route 44/D root beer jive on 2. And I'm spitballing. You know what I'm saying? What's his ultimate goal? The man's ultimate goal is if they drop back to pass, you look around you and you pick up the closest receiver to you to help out the damn corners. And or if they hand it off, you crush the middle so damn hard, you hope like hell they don't get a yard, right? That's it. It's not damn rocket science. They have turned this thing in, and I think that's our problem. And it started back with Satterfield.
Yeah.
Okay. They're turning this offensive line into so much thinking instead of playing. It's a natural instinct. The man's in front of you. Move that damn man out the way. Period. End of conversation. Now, listen, I understand you got to move him to the left or to the right, depending on the play call. But at the end of the day, move that SOB out the way. That is your job.
Yep.
And I think that's our problem. Seriously. It's overcomplicated.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess we're going to get into the game. Thoughts and prediction. Give our score prediction now. So, and then
I'm not going to give my score prediction yet.
Okay.
You want thoughts of the game?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Thoughts of the game is exactly this. Let Lenore Sellers be who Lenore Sellers is. Let Lenore Sellers run up and down, right up the damn asshole of this team. Like, literally. Now, with that being said, I don't want Lenore to get hurt. But Virginia Tech did it. And they couldn't stop it. So, if we cannot gain the yards on the ground, we will lose this game because they are going to try their damnedest to be the old Georgia Techs of the world. They're going to eat clock. Every time we touch the ball, every possession ends in a kick. We all know that. Our kick needs to either be through the uprights or for a PAT. Period. End of conversation.
Yeah.
That's
Todd said thanks for the answer about the O-line. Michael Lynn's going to give his before we give ours. He said 27-17 Gamecocks. Pete Digit said 100-0 Gamecocks. Well, that ain't going to happen. That'd be nice, but it ain't going to happen. But yeah.
Hey, highlight Michael Lynn's and put it up there on the screen real quick.
Which one?
27-17.
All right.
Leave it there. All right, what's your prediction?
Or my thoughts?
Your thoughts first.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with you. It's evident that right now with our current state of offensive line, we don't have we can't be a pocket passing team. We can't go through the progressions and get get the ball to a wide open receiver because you don't have time.
All right, but why? Because we can't establish a run game. You know that, Chuck.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. The offensive line, and that's the reason. The offensive line is not run blocking. They're not opening up lanes for the running back. Everything seems to be crashing through the middle. They're not being. I guess the playbook's not being open because there's hardly any outside runs or any screens. I haven't seen any running back screens. I don't believe. in the first two games. So we got to be a little more creative. But like I said, I think we need to let Lenore's be who Lenore's was last year down the stretch. Until we get that offensive line fixed, until we can establish the run, it don't matter. He's not going to sit back there and pick any defense apart right now. Unless, like you said earlier, or like I said, the light bulb all of a sudden comes on. They figure out how to block. They figure out how to do what they're supposed to do, their assignments. It just ain't going to work right now. Defensively, I think we should have a solid game plan ready to kind of contain Diego Pavia because he can hurt you with his legs. He can also hurt you with his arm. He's got a hell of a receiver or tight end in Stowers. Trey Richardson, I don't know a whole lot about him, but he seems like a go-to guy as far as the wide receiver as well. The run game, I didn't watch the Virginia Tech game or the Charleston Southern, so I don't know how their run game is. Like I said, the guy has a little over 100 yards, so I'm probably thinking not a whole lot of run game. But
they dink and dunk. They dink and dunk. They do run the ball very well, but they're not an explosive play team. That's not their MO. Their MO is to burn 4 or 5 minutes every time they possess the ball. You know what I mean? That's their motive. So at the end of the day, I don't think they can do that against our defense. I really don't. I believe that to be true. My question mark is, can our offense cut Lenore's loose and let him do what he knows he can do? I don't know the answer to that. Yeah. I don't. But do I think they're going to score? Shit, what they score 30-some points in one half against Virginia Tech? No, hell no, not against our defense. Hell no, I don't believe that.
Yeah, so that's my thoughts. I think the key to the game is like we said, let Lenore's be Lenore's. And maybe we can try to establish a run. We got to at least try. So we got to do that. We got a guy in here, Phyllis Destroyer.
Yeah, he's got a lot of opinions.
Beamer's Chickens will not score on Vandy. Yeah, right. Anyway, appreciate you stopping by, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Man, please hit the thumbs up or thumbs down. We really don't give a damn because it doesn't matter as long as you do it. Obviously, you're in the comments.
He probably won't do any of the above, so it's all good. But we will score on Vandy. Ain't nobody worried about that. So
no,
that we will score. So Norris may have 2 touchdowns himself. So good luck with that. But yeah, I guess you want to give you a score prediction?
Yep. And the reason why I asked you to put Michael Lenz up there, and thank you, Michael, is because it is so close to my prediction, it's almost scary. My prediction is 28-17 Gamecocks. They score 2 touchdowns and a field goal. We win 28-17.
Cool. And for mine, I got it. I guess we all got about the same for South Carolina. 27-21. I think it's going to be a dogfight to the end. I really do. As much as we track, I see you shaking your head, but this is my opinion. This is my thoughts.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I hope you're wrong because me and you ain't going to have a voice by the end of the game if that's the truth.
Yeah, I know. I think it's going to be a dogfight to the end, man. And I can see Vandy leading this game in the end or towards the end of the game. I can. Unless, like I said, unless that light bulb comes on with the offensive line and we start establishing a run and Lenoris is dropping back, hitting wide open receivers, Harbor, Mazio, Dre Jacobs, whoever, Donovan Murphy, whoever. And unless that all of a sudden clicks, I can see Vandy leading this game late into the third quarter, headed into the fourth quarter, and then South Carolina putting together that fourth quarter win like Beamer likes to preach.
Don't even get me started on that. Boy.
I know. I'm just saying that's what Beamer likes to preach. Win the fourth quarter, and I think that's what this game is going to come down to. I hope I'm way the fuck off and we destroy him. I do.
Don't even get me started on that. I mean, great teams win the game in the first quarter. The hell with the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you win the whole game. I mean? You don't win just the fourth quarter.
Yeah, the hell with the fourth quarter. The game's over by the fourth quarter. You know what I mean?
Hey, Phyllis Destroyer said he's just giving us a hard time. LOL. I hit the like button.
He did. Michael Lynn said our defense is too good for that.
We got Judge Collier out, so we're gonna see. We're gonna be tested.
Todd asked, Todd Z28 said Jordan is that fourth punt return for a touchdown. No, not this game.
What did he ask?
He said, "Do we get our fourth punt return for a touchdown?" No, not in this game.
Well, we got to worry about them getting one.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point.
They got a hell of a punt returner as well, so we got to worry about that. We got to play solid defense too, our special teams as well. So. I listened to Joe DeCamillis's press conference the other day, and he said, we always talk about directional kicking and keeping it away from their returner and stuff. He said it's not as easy as it looks or it sounds. There's a lot that goes into it, trying to, kick it out of bounds or kick it towards the sideline. And I think that's what Vandy's going to attempt to do to keep Bakari from returning one.
Okay. All right. You're right. And I agree with you. But here's the problem. Here's the big damn problem. When you've got 11 souls coming at you and you're a punter. Now, I've never been a punter, so I don't know. But to try to pinpoint the ball to a certain area to punt away from an individual, I would think that would create issues that's not on your side.
Yeah, and that's what he said. If your gunners get pinned away from I guess ran out of bounds or away from where you're kicking it, it's not doing you no good. So everything's got to work together. You got to be able to get down the field and to kind of, I guess, pin him to that sideline, whichever way you're kicking it. And if everything don't go your way, yeah, you could be giving up a touchdown easily.
But I'm talking about them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, punting at us. I think, what should be a 47, 55-yard punt, if they try to punt away from us, then it's a 35-yard punt. But I also believe, and I believe this wholeheartedly, that we've got enough film now, and everybody sees that. I mean, shit, let's just be honest. We block to the left and we run to the right. Okay?
Uh-huh.
Everybody knows that. So if you're going to punt to us, obviously you would punt from the punter's right-hand side. So with that being said, if you try to short punt us to the right-hand side, why wouldn't you go for a 4th and 3 instead of punt?
Yeah.
Does that make sense what I'm trying to say? Yeah.
And I agree with Destroyer, Phillips Destroyer. If we can't move the ball, we will lose. I mean, that's –
oh, absolutely.
That makes sense. I mean, that's common sense. And if we go back to what we said earlier, if we don't get things rolling, Lenoris ain't being Lenoris, if they kind of keep him in that box and we can't move the ball, that's what I said earlier. We will walk out of Williams-Brice, and me and you probably will both be said a whole lot of words between the start and end of the game. we would
Yeah.
definitely take a loss.
I will say this. This whole game goes down to one unit. And that's our offensive line. That's it.
Yeah.
End of conversation. It ain't got a damn thing to do with the receiver. Ain't got a damn thing to do with the running backs. It ain't got a damn thing to do with the quarterbacks. It's our offensive line.
Yeah.
That's it.
Let's see here. I had another comment. Oh yeah, Mr. Todd, have a good night, man. See you tomorrow, hopefully. Matt A, what's going on? I ain't never seen you in here. Appreciate you stopping by. He said South Carolina has a history of playing to their competition. Beat Old Dominion last year by 4, and then ran Kentucky out of their own stadium. Can't judge how South Carolina is going to do by how they have played already. Yeah.
I mean, I will have to agree a little bit about what he's saying, in his opinion. And thank you, Matt A.
Yeah.
Please hit the thumbs up.
But he looks like he's a Marine, according to his little picture. His little
yeah, might be. I mean,
go.
one of your simplified guys right there.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, Bubba, if our line don't block, we ain't gonna be worth a shit. I'm just gonna be honest.
I mean, I get what he's saying. I do. We do play. We do play that roller coaster. We're either up or down based on our competition, and you can't really judge it because, But like I said, they got to show me they can do it, and until they show me that they can do it, then I'm a firm believer that we can do it. We can be a real solid good team like we thought we were going to be at the beginning of the year.
Well, and I'm gonna say this real quick. And this, if this bites me in my ass, I'll be the first one to admit it. Everybody, y'all lost so much on defense. Well, guess what? How you like us now? I was never worried about our defense. The only thing I was worried about was our offensive line. And I know you love Nicholas Harbor and all that. he ain't proved shit to me yet. He caught, 3 passes? Okay, so be it.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, if you can't block for the man throwing the ball, we're gonna be in dire straits.
Yeah. I agree. And that's why we haven't seen a whole lot of Nick Harbor. Because he ain't had time to run his route.
But I'm telling y'all, I believe wholeheartedly, I'll call it right now. South Carolina defense gets 2 takeaways in this game. I mean that wholeheartedly. And listen, they gonna know. They might act stupid. They gonna know who in the hell Dylan Stewart is by the end of this game. I'm telling you.
I was thinking about it, and I think we're gonna get. Now this is just a gut feeling. I think we're gonna get either a defensive score or a special team score in this game.
Chuck, with my score prediction, 28-17. I would say if we don't, that won't be the score. So I agree with you.
Yeah. That's what, and I think we will get one. Ryan said he's been doing some work around the house. I've been listening in the background. Great show so far. Everyone hit the like button. Appreciate you, Ryan.
Thank you, buddy.
Yep. Michael Lynn said, don't get it wrong. We actually have good pass protection. It's just blocking. Run blocking is what he was saying. Yeah, the pass protection has been
no, that's questionable.
Yeah, to me it's kind of questionable. I mean, at times it looks good, but it hasn't impressed me. Let's just say that. So
I do want to say something real quick, just so everybody knows that. And I assume there's a lot of people in here that's not Gamecock fans. They're fans of other teams, and that's fine. And we love y'all. Thank y'all for being here.
Make sure
But
you
if
hit that
you're
like button.
absolutely, but if you're a Gamecock fan, you can download the app. Okay. And just last week, I hadn't seen one this week. Actually, I'm telling you a lie. I have seen one this week. But every week, they put up a silent auction of different things. And this is some experiences that not too many people are willing that has ever experienced. Okay. So if you download the app, I can read this off to you. A walk with Cocky at the Gamecock Walk. These are silent auctions, and they last for 7 days. And you can bid on a warm-up experience and a run-out with 2001. You can bid on this stuff. You know what I mean? And a cockaboose experience, to ride out on a cockaboose.
They still doing that?
Yeah. Did you vote on the state paper? Because I did.
No, I don't get no state paper.
No, online.
Oh no, I don't read that mess.
No, they asked was the black box or the cockaboose better, and I voted the black box, the old school black box or the new cockaboose. And guess what? It was 67% black box versus the new cockaboose.
No, okay, cool.
Yep. And I think there were close to like 700 people had voted at the time. Now, I mean, it might be changed now. I don't know, but when I voted on it, that's what I saw.
Are you done with your whatever you was doing there?
Yeah, I'm just letting y'all know, if y'all download the app.
Okay.
And that's how, with today's society, if you buy tickets or transfer tickets, that's how you do it. And shit, I'll pull it up and I'll put it on the screen so y'all can see it. But you can bid on any of these experiences. It's silent auctions. They end every week, somewhere around about Thursday or Friday. I think everybody should, if you're a Gamecock fan and you that's that, and it gives you updates on a lot of things too.
Yeah. All right, we got another question here. Since you were the sack predictor last week with Stewart getting 5 and he only had 1, do you think we have any sacks in this game?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want me to say how many?
You care to
predict? How many we have in totality? How many we have in totality?
Was it 6, 4? I'd have to go back and look.
I think we had 6 altogether.
I'd have to go back and look. I'm not sure.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Nick Harbor, not Nick, why in the hell did I say Nick Harbor? Dylan Stewart blows his head up in the first drive of the game. Seriously. I believe that. How many is Dylan going to have? I don't know. I mean, they're going to double team him. They're going to chip him. They're going to do everything in the world to keep him away. Same thing happened last week. But my prediction of how many sacks was about dead ass on. I just said that he was going to have that many.
Yeah.
I think he blows him up in the first drive of the game. Offensive drive for Vanderbilt. I think he blows him up. And then he'll blow him up 2 more times. I'll say 3. Give me 3. Give me 3. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have sacks. I mean, it's they're gonna be hard to come by, I think, but we're gonna have a few. Yeah, as far as Stewart, I think he'll probably end up with 1 at least. I think they're gonna take everything away from him to the opposite side. They're gonna.
Of course they are. I mean,
they're gonna double team him. Yeah, no, I'm just saying that And I don't think he's going to have many sacks. I think he's going to probably have one sack in the whole game. So Michael said BTJ, Brian Thomas Jr., has a big game. I like it.
I hope so.
Yep. How about Demon Clowney? He about took a guy's head off last week. Yeah, he almost got called for targeting, didn't he? in that. So Scott Collins says I have enough money for the experience of turning my TV on and watching the game. I got you. That same thing, Scott. Mad 8, he's got another comment here. And put it up. He said, any team can win against any team on any given Saturday, but Vandy went 6-6 last year and hasn't beat South Carolina in 16 years.
Matt A, I agree with you 100%.
It's the games that puts them back into reality. 31-9. I like that. I hope you're right. I hope it's even worse than that.
Hey, that man ain't scared right there.
I'll take that, by the way. And by any chance, Matt A, you got to be a Marine officer, it looks like, unless I'm not seeing that picture correctly.
Well,
and
brother,
if so, Semper Fi, brother.
We're going to be back tonight. I hope everybody joins in.
Are you leaving me?
No, I don't have to.
Well, we got comments rolling in. He's retired Marine. Yeah, there you go. Semper Fi, brother. Todd Z said, I didn't know we had that many already. Is he talking about sacks or? Scott Collins said we get 3 sacks.
3 sacks? No, come on, man.
Because Pavia runs a lot, we will have a few tackle for loss and sacks. So
no.
But yeah, man.
No, I don't agree with it. 3 sacks, really? No. No, I actually believe that, again, like I said earlier, we have 5 to 6. Stewart will have, I hope, 2 or 3, but realistically speaking, I mean, he's the best edge rusher in the game. So, I mean, he's going to have 3 people on him at all times. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just going to open the lane for other people.
Yeah. I'm going to look to see how many sacks we got so far. I don't know. If I can get my phone to work.
And with that being said, I mean, when you pay that much attention to one player, and rightfully so, and I get it, right? When you pay that much attention to one player, that he is an impact in that game, whether he's being blocked or not, he is such an impact in that game that is detrimental. You know what I mean? And I think we've seen that through 2 games. No matter what they do to him, he's still playing the impact. You know, because if he's being double teamed and chipped, guess what you just opened up? Other people. So those sacks, to me, are still accredited to him because of the impact he played in the game. That's my opinion. Now.
Yeah. So far, on the year, we only got 6 sacks.
Okay.
So Dylan leads the way with 2. So there you go.
Well, hell, I'll take 6 in 2 games.
Yeah. But we're also giving up 6 in 2 games.
Don't go there.
At the same time. and everybody's playing except for what I heard, I guess, unless it changes overnight. But everybody should be playing except for Judge Collier. So that'll give other guys a chance to get into the rotation and see what they can do. I think Brady
I'll make all y'all a bet right now tonight. All of y'all. There's rhyme or reason why there's one receiver that everybody thought was going to be damn good. which he is damn good. He's a good young man. Come from a good family, too.
Uh-huh.
That we ain't seen. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, Mazio.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Guess what's about to happen? Y'all about to see the Mazio Bennett show. I'm telling you, I got a feeling.
You think he's going to have a breakout this game?
You damn right he is. and guess what else they're going to say? Sewell Faison breakout, too.
I hope so, man. I hope so. That means we got a running game going. Michael Lynn, I put the link out there if anybody wants to join, give y'all's take of the game. Y'all can come on and keep it respectful. And, of course, we'd love to hear anybody's take. So Michael Lynn said either Brady or Michael Smith will have a big game. I just hope Brady's healthy.
Then he said, stole the words right out of my mouth. I was about to say Mazio. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we got to get everybody involved.
Listen. At the end of the day, now, as a businessman like I am, you know, I mean, you show one hand, but you play the other one, right? So, and Chuck, let me point in the right way, that way.
Yeah, there you
go. He disagrees with this deal, and that's fine. But why in the hell? Yeah, you showed your 6'6" damn receiver running down the field, got over the top of the defense. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. You showed your presumed number 2 running back gained the most yards in 2 games. Okay, that's fine. But when do you show your quarterback? When do you really show your hand? When do you really show your hand? Now. Now is when you do it.
Well, I couldn't disagree with you anymore.
Chuck will say I'm crazy by saying that.
I
But
know.
now's the time to do it.
That's what I'm saying. I couldn't disagree with you anymore.
Yeah.
Because I think plays, if you got a big arsenal of weapons and plays, I think you need to work on that stuff from the beginning. You shouldn't have to wait until a certain game to put it out there, because if it doesn't work, you're gonna look foolish. So that's just my take. I mean, I'm a firm believer. You put it out there. If they can stop you, hey, good on them. If they can't, so be it. That's
well, guess what? That's the way to pass. This is a new future now, brother.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. I just don't want to wait till we get to Clemson and still talking about vanilla and not showing our playbook. So if that's the
case, I tell you something? You will never hear that come out of my mouth again after tomorrow night. Ever. I promise you.
Ain't no way we don't have plays for our slot receivers. Yeah. I mean, there's plays out there to be had. We just got to execute them. If they don't, then Shula needs to retire.
No, y'all don't start that shenanigans. Don't start that.
I can't be mad at Shula right now because, like I said, everything's got to work in sync in order for that offense to work. And until that happens, if we start pass protecting and run blocking better, and all of a sudden the offense just looks like Kurt Roper, Marcus Satterfield, then I'll be on. Then I might get on board with that. But until then, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt until we get everything figured out. So,
yeah, P Digits, he my friend. It's vanillized.
Vanillalize it. We got to vanillalize it. We're going to vanillalize it until we get to Clemson.
No bullshit.
All right, we got Ryan on here. Hold on, let me see if I can get him on stage. What's up, SCCFT? How you doing, buddy?
What's up, Ryan?
How you guys doing,
you, buddy?
I'm doing well, y'all. I'm ready to kick Vandy's ass. I know that much.
You damn right.
Look, I want to first say this. I respect the trash talk and the confidence coming from them because I've told you guys. I was a part of a football team. I didn't play, but I helped out with them. We went into every game thinking we were going to win and win big. That's what you do when you're on a team.
Yeah.
Yep.
But like y'all say, it's put up or shut up. And South Carolina has beaten Vanderbilt 16 years in a row.
Yep.
And look, I will grant you the right to talk trash when you beat South Carolina, but until then, I don't understand why Vandy's talking trash about a team they haven't beaten in nearly 20 years. That's just hilarious to me. But, I respect it because confidence is something you want to have from your player.
Sure.
And that's like, I hope that these guys are hearing the disrespect, though, and letting it fuel them because I'll say this, there are some doubt among the national media and some of the fans now because of how the offense has looked over the past couple games. And I've given my thoughts about it. Do I think they showed the whole playbook? No, but you still got to block the guy in front of you. And if you can't do that, fellas, it's going to be a long night.
Okay, all right, Ryan. Let me ask you this question: why has our offense, in your opinion, and I respect it, okay? Why has our offense looked lackluster?
My opinion has been because of the offensive line.
Thank you. Thank you.
Because let me tell you why. I really don't think much people understand how important an offensive line is to a football team, and especially the offense. Like how your offensive line plays, it impacts the entire offense. It doesn't matter who you got back there. If you don't have an offensive line to protect you, you're not going to get much going.
All right. Well, first of all, and I appreciate what you're saying, and you're exactly right. I agree 100%. There's a reason why Bryce Young looked like a Heisman Trophy winner, which he did win at Alabama, and he looks like pure trash at the Carolina Panthers.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Look, you could have Cam Newton back there, dude. You could have Cam Newton. You could have Tom Brady. You could have Patrick Mahomes. You could have whatever star quarterback you mention. But if you don't have an offensive line to help protect him, give him the opportunity to make plays. If you can't have an offensive line to form a run game for you, it's going to be hard to get an offense going.
Yep.
Which
So that's something.
I don't know if you follow this channel like I do. Stephen Garcia was on the channel yesterday, and he even said that him and the head ball coach had differences in opinion. That the head ball coach, Steve Spurrier, everybody knows who that is, wanted him to be a drop back passer, and he's like, Coach, I'm a runner too. When the play breaks and I see it break, I can run the ball. He said verbatim that had it not been for him, Connor Shaw wouldn't be the player he was for South Carolina. And when I heard it, I'm like, dude, come on. And that he is one of listen, I love Stephen Garcia.
Me too.
And I wish everything would have worked out differently for him, but it didn't.
Yeah.
But that's his own damn fault. That's his own damn fault.
Yeah.
And he'll admit that. But he even said, had it not been for me headbutting, ram heading the HBC, that you wouldn't have got a Connor Shaw. And I believe that to be true. Why would I argue with it? You know what I mean? And he even said that they need to take the reins off of Sellers, because at the end of the day, these big time players that we all know, and Patrick Mahomes was not even brought up, but these big time players, the one that plays for Buffalo, what's his name?
Josh Allen, Buffalo Bills.
Yep.
Yeah.
He said these big time players, they're runners. You know what I mean? They can run.
Yeah.
And that's his game. Even though they have dialed in and became better passers than what they were in college, let the man play his game. That's not going to hurt his draft stock because he's a runner.
Yeah.
I mean, damn, look at Michael Vick. Who in the hell could stop his ass?
Yeah.
Nobody. You know what I mean? Nobody.
Yeah, that's one thing too. Let Lenore Sellers play because it feels like they're trying to turn him into a pocket passer. Just let him do his thing. That's something I want to see. Just let him do his thing.
But with that, we all have to understand. Every damn one of us have to understand this. Yeah, will I scream at the TV? Absolutely. I'll
I do
scream
it
like
too.
hell.
I do it too.
But when he does it and he drops a ball, he fumbles a ball, guess what? We've asked for it. So, I mean, you can't be perfect. You know what I mean? You can't be perfect. But we have asked for our line to block long enough for him to either throw the damn thing or run the damn thing. So when he does fumble, we need to shut the hell up.
Right.
Including myself. Because I'm gonna talk shit when he does fumble. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Michael Lynn brings up a good point. He says Stephen and Connor had tight ends to block.
Oh, they did.
When they
did.
Yeah, they had some scary tight ends.
Yeah, and they also had a fullback.
Yeah, DeMarco.
Yeah, that's something we don't have right now. I know. What's his name? Maurice Brown. He's kind of like a tight end / halfback / Mr. Everything, actually. So, but we don't have a true fullback that can help open up the holes either or add protection to Sellers. To buy more.
Y'all might think I'm crazy. Michael Lynn said this. If you don't have an offensive line, how about getting rid of the ball faster? Well, I've always thought this in my mind. And y'all might think I'm crazy as 40 hells. And maybe I am. I don't know. But let's play an SEC offense, right? Like a smash mouth, down the hill offense. But also have that little wrinkle nobody's expecting. Does anybody know what wrinkle I'm talking about? The same one Spur used to have. It wasn't a wishbone. It wasn't a veer. It wasn't an option. But he had that damn pitch. He always had that damn pitch. The Marcus Lattimore, he always had that damn pitch. Y'all tell me I'm wrong. He didn't show it very often, but when he needed to show it, he showed it. He would run the quarterback would go to the right-hand side of the line, about 5 steps down, bam, pitch it out, Lattimore would grab it, gone. Tell me I'm wrong.
Well, we did try that last week and it didn't work. So, but yeah, it did. Yeah, he did.
To be fair, Marcus Lattimore was extremely talented. When was he? Wasn't he like a 5-star coming out of high school?
He was.
He's more talented than, in my opinion, Oscar Attaway, Rasul Fajon. He was Marcus Lattimore was something else. And I hate that he had the injuries he had too. Now I was 9-10 years old when I was watching him play, and I kept screaming. Now I was a little kid, so you hero worship when you're younger, the people you like, and Marcus Lattimore was kind of like my hero. Before that, believe it or not, it was Steven Garcia, but I didn't know some of the things. And people, especially when you're in college, I can say this, I'm 22. I have friends in college. They go to parties. They make some decisions I don't really agree with. But when you're college, sometimes you do things, if y'all know what I mean. But
Yeah.
I really like those guys. I really wish Marcus had those 2 full seasons in 2011 and 2012. I really do, because the things he could do was unbelievable. It was unbelievable, and some of my friends were talking about him possibly winning the Heisman too. I just I really hate it for him, because I feel like we could have seen a lot more, and maybe
But but you know what? And you and I, we text a lot. Okay. And I think we both have the same belief system, and we're not going to go into that here.
yeah, I'll go into it with you in private, but not on here.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We worship the same things, right?
Yes, agree.
But at the end of the day, that the Lord didn't. I think everything happens for a reason. Right, wrong, or indifferent. I believe that, and that's a will of a power above us. But the, to talk about what you were talking about with Lattimore, um, that wasn't what he was supposed to do in life, and I hate the injuries, but he has overcome them, and he's doing well in life, and so it is what it is.
Yeah, he says that he don't have no regrets. Like you said, it
No.
happened for a reason. God's plan was greater than his. So
Yeah,
at the end of the
Yeah,
day,
and I appreciate him. I appreciate him. I've seen the things he's done since, and my daddy was a professor at USC, believe it or not, from 11 through 14, when Carolina was having their best run in football. He was there, and he got to talk to Lattimore about it. I don't want to get into the conversation too much here, but I will say this: when it comes to, it's a good point about releasing the ball faster. It's something I've wondered about too. But am I the only one? Maybe I'm wrong for this. Maybe y'all can correct me. But when the offensive line can't really block too much, it's hard to even do that right. Right, release it fast enough, because I mean, how fast are you going to release it when you don't have but like maybe a second or two before a defensive lineman is already in your face? You're already to the point where you got to evade pressure. Kind of hard to get it off too quick. And in that point, when you're thinking a little irrationally, you could throw it and make a mistake. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong on this, but that's just what I'm thinking.
all right.
Sometimes it could be a disaster.
Okay, let me give you my opinion on that. No different than a pitcher, and we're talking about a game, baseball, that I know a lot about. Okay. You have pitchers with, and this might sound stupid, and people are like, "What are you talking about?" They have long strokes, then they have quick strokes. As far as, you have some that are 90-degree angles, you have some that goes to the side, called sidearm, submarines, whatever you want to call it. And it's difference in release angles and timing, right? Same with quarterbacks. They're all a little bit different. You take a Spencer Rattler, for example. Spencer Rattler literally can have a ball at his ear, and before you could say one, that ball's going 40 yards down the field. Just that quick, you know what I'm saying? Just that fast. He can do it. Lenoris has a cannon, like a legit cannon. He could probably throw the ball, and I'm not far fetched to say this, 65 yards, easily. And listen, people can't punt the ball 65 yards. That's a long damn way. You know what I mean? But I don't think his mentality and training has got him to that point yet. Because even at South Florence, he was a run first, throw second.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, he's a dual threat quarterback. That's
Yeah.
what he does, man.
So Josh Allen has learned how to be a great passer, but he was a great runner before he was a great passer. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, I think Lenore Sellers can be one of the greatest football players we're going to see in the next decade if he doesn't get hurt. And I hope he doesn't. But to answer your question, is he a drop back, like pick you apart passer? No, he's not. He's not. Can he be? Sure he can be. But it's just like conception of any individual is the beginning of life, right? And we all grow. And at what point does anybody say that we're done growing? Well, I would argue the fact that you're never done growing.
Yeah, you're really not.
Yeah, you're never done growing. I mean, maybe physically, yes, but mentally, no.
Yeah, you learn something new every day, even if you don't realize it.
Yeah, that's my point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Do I think he can be that guy? Somebody said something earlier. Hold on. Let me call this out. The only player who I can say that South Carolina history was talented as Lattimore was George Rogers. As far as quarterback, yeah. I mean, running back, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. But talented players? Oh, man. There's a laundry list.
Yeah.
And but if you're referring to running backs, I keep saying quarter running backs. Yeah, you're right. But I'm gonna tell you something, and people don't give this man credit where credit's due. Long-haired, cocky, a cocky son of a gun. And Chuck knows where I'm about to go with this. But Steve Tannehill,
I knew it.
was not a bad quarterback.
I knew you were going there. I just knew it. That was literally on my mind. I said he's about to say Steve Tannehill, isn't he?
Yeah.
That boy could ball now. That boy could ball.
Andrew said Sterling Sharp was pretty talented as well. So yeah.
Sterling Sharp was damn talented.
Yeah, he's okay.
Yeah. And I'll tell you this, NFL, my favorite team is the Green Bay Packers. So, and against our game against the Commanders last night, they unveiled the Hall of Fame.
I hate that thing. The Commander. I mean, I hate the fact that they're called the Commander. They are the Washington Redskins.
Amen. Yeah, I don't like the Commanders' name either. All I know is my team beat them last night, and I know this is a college football show, so I won't get into that. But Sterling Sharp, it was great to see him get inducted there and pretty much get recognized, and he was there on the field too. So it was awesome to see because for both of my favorite teams in football, South Carolina and Green Bay, it's just nice to see it.
Yeah.
Hey, what?
I didn't watch it last night. Ryan, I'm sorry I didn't watch it, but I'll take the word for it. And hey, for our man, his name's in our stadium for a reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll say this. Michael Lynn says Green Bay is going to the Super Bowl. Brother, I hope you're right. I will say this. Do I think Green Bay looks good so far? Yeah, this is the best I've seen our defense look in quite a while. But I'm taking this one game at a time because I've seen too much of this team. I gotta take it one game at a time. I'm sorry. I hope you're right. But
well, that's how I view are Gamecocks. Okay.
Yeah, that's me too with it. Because I'll say this about Vanderbilt too. They're a tough team. Diego Pavia, he's a tough quarterback. He can run it. He can make plays deep. He can be a problem. But I'll tell you this, and I've heard y'all talk about it too. I do believe South Carolina's defense is extremely good. Our starters have not allowed a touchdown so far. Now, obviously, they're going to get tested,
Correct.
but I got this feeling, y'all. I got this feeling, and y'all probably know where I'm going with this. But last year when we played against Old Dominion, everybody was down and out. Some
Uh-huh.
people were doubting South Carolina, and then the next week they come out there and they smack Kentucky.
Yes.
For whatever reason, if you and a lot of you, y'all been Gamecocks longer than me. Y'all have watched Carolina football longer than I have. Y'all know when South Carolina sometimes when they're doubted, that's when they play their best football.
For
When
sure.
people see and well, think about this too. Old Dominion and Kentucky, but what about Florida in 2022? He didn't score a single offensive touchdown in that game. Got whooped 32 by 32 points, and guys, that was not a good Florida team. Then you come out the next week and pull off the unbelievable, unthinkable upset against Tennessee.
Well, it's
But the
called
most points,
it's called Jekyll and Hyde.
right? And I just got this feeling that this is where South Carolina's offense. We're gonna see some things out of them we haven't seen so far. I have the feeling that we're gonna show up, and I do. Look, the players can say whatever they want to say. If you don't think they haven't been hearing the disrespect coming from Vanderbilt, in my opinion, I'm sorry, but you're nuts. They know what's being said. They do, and there's some videos and pictures from X that someone posted a video of Pavia telling I show speed. Whoever I don't know who that guy is, but apparently he's
He's a
something.
TikToker. Or
TikToker? Okay.
he's some kind
So,
of influencer on social media. I don't know.
all right. So he told him say, hey, break us out with 1-2-3 win or F South Carolina. I don't want to say the word.
That's what they said. F South Carolina.
And the viewer list of who viewed that story, dang near the entire South Carolina roster on Instagram viewed that story.
Did you know the one comment that I heard?
What's that?
They all asked the offense, "What do y'all think about Dylan Stewart? How are y'all going to prevent him getting in the backfield?" And they said, "Who is that? Who is
he's
that?
whatever.
Yeah, who is
The guy
that?"
who said he's whatever. Yeah, who? Yeah, look, they can talk all they want, but when toe meets leather on Saturday night at Williams-Brice Stadium, you got to go and back it up.
Yep. So
Yeah,
what?
talking's all fun. Listen, I have talked trash for years on YouTube because I started my Gamecock channel in 2018 before it unfortunately got hacked and deleted. I talked trash before the game many times, and I've had to come on here and eat it in the post game. So I know about it. You got to back it up, or you're
What was
just
your
going to
score
look
prediction?
silly. What's that? I'm sorry, I didn't.
What was your score prediction?
I made my preview and prediction video yesterday about it. I had South Carolina winning 24-17. I think this is going to be close, y'all. I think it's going to be kind of low scoring.
Well, you and I are not far apart. I said 28-17 South Carolina.
I got us rallying a late touchdown to win the game.
Same.
And I think Carolina gets 2 turnovers in the second half to kind of help. I could see Vandy going in.
Damn! Did you listen to me earlier?
I might have. I was hoping my dad was something. We were doing some work on the house, but I probably
Ryan,
missed that part. But
hey, Ryan, Pete just wants to know if you got some stock in the Packers.
stock in the Packers.
Yeah, he said inquiring minds wants to know
like
some stock.
Like ownership.
Yeah.
Listen, if our defense does what they've been doing so far, buy all the freaking stock in the world, man. Because I haven't seen Green Bay with a defense like this in a long time now. Of course, like I told you, it's rare because look, I think I saw it with the first team in 5 days, by the way, to beat back-to-back playoff teams. And honestly, look, the Commanders and the Lions both scored late to kind of pretty to score. Anyone who watched that game knows that was a complete butt whooping. It
Yeah.
was. And I just want to say thank you to Jerry Jones, by the way, from Micah Parsons, because these made an immediate impact. I mean, it's
yeah.
immediate. It's immediate. But
Well, me and Andrew's right there close together. He said 27-24. I said 27-21. So Michael Lynn said Vanderbilt's going to have a hard time scoring on our defense.
yeah, that's why I think it's going to be low scoring. Again, this defense is going to be challenged. They are. But I'm sorry, but I don't think it's a fluke what we've been seeing from this defense so far. I don't think it's because,
No,
it's
it's
Virginia
not.
Tech and SC State. No.
It's not a fluke, Ryan. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think we've shown what we really got yet.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I'm with you because, look, Pavia. I mean, he's a tough man. He can scramble. He's going to be hard to bring down. But I just got a feeling that dude's going to be running for his life quite a bit in this game, like he was last year. Because
he and I are the same damn size, Ryan.
I'm just telling you,
we are the same size, and we're gonna bust his head up. I'm telling you.
I mean, look,
Dylan Stewart is gonna bust his head up.
You look at this Vandy offensive line; they're undersized compared to South Carolina's defensive line. They're going to struggle a bit. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry, but you understand what I'm trying to say.
I get it. But the first time Dylan Stewart gets a hold of him, whether it be jersey, whether it be pants, he's going to sling him like a damn rag doll. Now, I'm telling you, because they've been picking on Dylan Stewart.
And I think Dylan Stewart, as an individual player, is going to get 2 sacks tomorrow night. Might even.
I like it. I like it.
I just look, and I would like. I was listening to 107.5 the game earlier. I love those guys. They do a great job. They made. I want to give y'all's opinion on that. So, they said an epic troll job after the game would be playing. Y'all probably don't know what it is, unless y'all played it for your kids, because I don't know. Did y'all say that y'all's children were my age, to around 22 or something?
Nah, well, my oldest son's 19, so
y'all probably played this for your kid too. But there's a children's cartoon called Go Diego Go, kind of an Osmond, a Dora the Explorer.
Oh, yeah. I know all about it. Yeah.
Yeah, they were saying that they ought to play Go Diego Go, the theme song, on the PA system after the win. That would be the perfect troll job, dude. I would love to see that.
I like that. I like that a lot because I watched it a lot with my children. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a great show because I watched Noggin and that stuff all the time. It was awesome. I'm too old for it now, of course, but I enjoyed it back then.
Well,
I'm
old, but I still watch some damn things that I'm too damn old to watch. Because
me too.
That youngest boy of mine, hey, I'll be the first one to admit it. I'm a manly man, okay? But my favorite movie in the whole wide world is the damn Lion King. I cry every damn time.
The Lion King, yeah, I love the Lion King. Look, well, I'm 22, but I've been told for a lot of people, they say you appear older than what you are, and I'm like, what do you mean by that? And they're like you're into stuff from the 1980s and 1950s and 60s, like your thinking is the old-fashioned way with how you do stuff. And I'm like, well, that's just because I was raised like that. Number one, and number two.
You know, the first time that you came on this show, I told you.
Yeah, with the
verbatim. I mean, verbatim. I was talking about, our opinion of our beliefs, the age that we are, and you were like, "Shit, I agree with you," and I'm like, "What?" And how old are you? And you told me, and I was like, "Man, thank you."
Well,
thank you.
Here's the problem: people my age, they don't understand, and some of them have not had to go through what someone in y'all's generation had to go through.
Right.
They don't have that experience, so they don't understand it. But see, I come from a family. Number one, a lot of my family are veterans. Some of them, my great grandfather is a World War II hero, and he got a Purple Heart. He was injured in the Battle of Normandy. I don't want to get too much into it on here, but
Right.
and we've had some. My great granddaddy owned a gas station. I mean, they were working since they were 10 years old, man.
Yeah.
So you it's just, I mean, you gotta have they don't understand really the experience and the hard work and everything. They don't understand the quote unquote old way of doing things, but I've had to do some things. I mean, I've had to, do yard work and stuff like that for a
Yeah.
while. I mean, I just started saying, "Hey, buddy, it's time to grow up. Go out there and do it."
Well, and not too many people know this about me. Uh, I married a good woman, come from a great religious family. Some of the best people you can ever imagine in your life. Uh, her family, her whole family. And I was raised by a father that was raised by his father and his grandfather. And my daddy still will tell you this to this day. Poor people called them poor. You know what I mean? Poor people called them poor.
Hmm.
The man plowed mules every day of his life. The first time he ever sat on a tractor, he was 16 years old. He plowed mules till he was 16 years old. My daddy had has no college education. None. Zero. Zip. Zero. There is a diploma, but I ain't so damn sure that that's a real diploma. I think it's one of them good enough degrees they call a GED. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he has been very successful in his damn life. I mean, very, very successful.
Look, the people who work the hardest, and especially from the youngest age, they're the ones who end up being the most successful.
Hey, he put my mama through college, but before they had started having children, obviously. Put my mama through college while he was working, and she became very successful. Actually, mama died back March the 1st of this year. Her birthday is actually tomorrow. She would have been 70. Daddy's 72. He turned 72 back in July. But at the end of the day, I don't know who's more successful. I would say she was probably more successful than him, but she had more knowledge than he had and more education. So I don't know. Flip a coin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
So you guys have said that y'all have been to Buford, right? I thought I heard y'all say that.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
So around Hampton and Varnville, around that area, that's where really my family really got started. Mainly on my dad's side. That's my daddy's side. The Hampton and Varnville area. That's where they cut their teeth. They own the gas station and stuff. Now, if you guys like seafood, let me ask you this: have any of you eaten at the Shrimp Shack?
Nope.
I have.
That's a family-owned business.
Really?
Really,
I did not know that.
that is.
Damn, me and you text all the time. You didn't tell me that on text. And you gonna
I
put it
should
out
have.
here?
I should have. I should have, man. I should have. I mean, look, I'll tell you more about it too next time I text. But I'll say this. I'm very proud of the work that my family's done and how far they've grown because I've heard the stories of how they came and where they came from and how they had to do it. They didn't come from the greatest. They were pretty poor too before they started doing stuff, and they ended up doing very well for themselves as well.
Well, I mean, that's back in the day, man. That's just the way it operated. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You you got your grandparents, your great grandparents, and all of them's legacy is still alive, even though they might be
Oh yeah.
dead. They're still alive. You know.
Hey, look, I look up to him every day. I really do. And my grandma's father is the one that was injured in World War II. And I look up to that guy, that man every day. And unfortunately, he passed when I was very young. But um, I'm proud of where I come from. And I just,
I think we all are because we're South Carolinians, and and,
that's, yeah,
and that's a lot to be said. I mean, it's one of the smallest states in the colony. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And when you're born and raised, whether it be in the PD or you know anywhere you're born, it's just even the upstate. The hell, I have to give them credit to. I have to give them credit to.
Yeah,
In the
Greenville
upstate.
area.
That's where I was
Yeah,
born.
I mean, I don't get it, but you know, down here, you know, we in the flatlands, you know, we in the wetlands. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Are
And
you near Sumter?
me,
Yeah. Or
uh,
close to Sumter, like near Florence?
east of Sumter.
East of Sumter. Okay. All right, I got you.
So
I'm
I'm east of I-95.
I'm
all
northwest
right.
of
I got you.
Sumter.
All right, I got you. I was born and raised in Columbia.
Okay, I'm east of I-95. More, we're called the PD.
Yep.
But I am literally, if I got in my vehicle and drove, I would be, what would you say, Chuck? 20 miles from the low country. So I'm east of I-95. So I'm on the ocean side of I-95, if that makes sense.
Yep.
All right.
Matt A's originally from Hampton, but he lives in Hawaii now. So there you go.
Michael
But
Lynn, that's me too.
all
Lexington.
y'all boys from Hampton. I mean, y'all some of them Murdochs over there.
Well, that's now. See, again, I'm born and raised near Columbia, Lexington, South Carolina. That's where I'm at, but that's where they originated. But
Yeah.
really, to get back to, the game and everything, I'll say this: if they played Go Diego Go to troll Vandy at the end, that would be the most hilarious thing I've ever seen. Truly, I
Are
hope.
you
I
going?
hope.
Are you going to the game, Ryan?
Unfortunately, not for this one. Not for this one. Unfortunately.
Well, I told you this before, and I have access to tickets to about any damn game I want to go to, whether it be my father or other family members. And my wife and I gave our season tickets up, I think, in 2009 because we moved to North Carolina, with business and all. But and then obviously had our first child in 2012, our second one in 2017. But anyway, neither here nor there. But you and I know we texted. I don't know why I'm talking about this on here, but we're gonna meet up and we're gonna be at a game, whether it be football, basketball, baseball. It doesn't make a damn. And we're gonna go live on Gamecock Chuck's show with me and you together.
I'd love that. I would absolutely be down for
So
that.
my
Yeah.
question is, why the hell ain't Gamecock Chuck there?
Well, hell, you can be there too.
That'd be the ultimate
we,
question.
we ought to set up a tent right in front of the stadium or wherever we can. Get some chairs, get a microphone or whatever, just sit up and record and talk about pregame, our thoughts and everything. Just do a show right outside of Willie B.
What hell? We can't go watch the game if we do that. We just got to talk shit the
No,
whole time.
before the game. Before the game. Before, don't worry. Before. Like, we're talking about like maybe a couple hours before kickoff.
What's up, Quentin Broom? He's in the house. Thank you, sir, for showing up. He's my channel member, so I appreciate you. He said, SECFT, young man, don't worry, or playing trolling song. Yes, it's funny, but it's premature.
All right, Quentin Broom, I get it. Leave my buddy alone, though. Hey.
All right. So, Quentin,
But, you know,
I will say this. I respect you as a human being, but respectfully, I will troll whenever I feel like it, man. No one's going to tell me not to troll, especially when they've been trolling all week long. And I wouldn't be the one doing it. I'm talking about if they decide to play on the PA, but I will always have fun talking trash after the game because that's part of the sport. That's what makes college football so great.
Yep. Scott said I have to host a stream, so no, I want to be there, man.
You have to, because if I hosted it, ain't nobody gonna watch it.
Well, you know, I don't know. I can't tell you why, but they should be watching regardless. Michael Lynn said premature is the reason why we should have.
Yeah, and you know what? Let me say what else. Who remembers if you go on social media and South Carolina posts the graphic after they beat Clemson? Who remembers when they beat Kentucky last year and South Carolina account posted a video of someone laughing on a piano and then the sunglasses saying to troll Kentucky?
Oh, I remember that.
Like, this is what makes football so fun, is the trolling and the trash talk. Even if it's premature, it's fun and it's part of the sport. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I agree, Ryan, I agree with you 100%. And I'll be honest with you now. I've eaten crow many times in my life. I'm a Gamecock fan.
Me too.
I'm a Gamecock fan, so I've eaten crow many times in my life. But I promise you, if we don't beat Vanderbilt tomorrow night, I'm going to eat crow again. You know what I mean?
I'll come on here. I'll do the same thing I've had to do every time we've lost. Hey, good game. Respect to you. And then I'll talk about what we didn't do right. And because, I love this team. I hate saying anything bad about them. But I'm a realist. I'm critical of them. I am. And that's, sometimes some of my friends say, hey, dude, you're a little too critical on some things. I'm like, well, look, if you love your son, I'm going to use this analogy. If you love your son and he does something you don't approve of, you're going to tell him when he's wrong, right? You're still going to love him, but it's always going to be tough love, right?
Hey, I don't know if you were on here earlier. I talked about my boy is playing tackle football, okay? This is his first year of like shoulder pads, helmet, the whole 9 yards. Last year he played flag football. And this is his first year of tackle football. And they put him in several different positions, but the one that I appreciated the most because he's quick on his feet, pretty instinctive. They put him at middle linebacker, and I tell you what, he was playing middle linebacker, and they handed the ball off as a right hand side handoff, and he was shifting to his left, and he had a beat on him. I mean, he had a beat on him, that running back, and he was about to plug that hole just as hard. I mean, head up, pads down. I mean, he was about to clean that boy's clock, and that offensive lineman cleaned my boy's clock. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
I know what that's in reference to. You talking about he got his lights put out there?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, and that makes me. That kind of reminds me of something. And again, I always supported the team that I was on, but there was one time where my friend made a mistake. He ran the wrong route, and he ended up getting burned, and I mean burned, on a deep ball for a 62-yard touchdown. And he was mad about it. He came over to the sideline, I sat down on the bench with him and I told him, man, look, I love you, but respectfully, what the hell was that? Because
Well,
I just had to do that. And he said, I don't know, man. He just told me, I don't know, and kind of laughed about it. And I said, don't laugh, dude. You just cost us a touchdown. Don't laugh.
well, my boy got up. He got his clock clean, which is, I love it. I mean, obviously, I don't want my boy to get hurt. You know what I mean? But I love it because he took a blindside hit that he never saw coming. You know what I mean? I mean,
Right.
and it was a damn good one too. That boy put a licking on him,
Yeah.
and he looked at me. He said, "Daddy, it didn't hurt as bad as I thought it would." I said, "Are you hurt?" He said, "No, I'm not hurt." He popped right up. He said, "No, I'm not hurt." He said, "These helmets and pads mean something." I said, "Yeah, they do." You know what I mean? Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
But that is, in my opinion, teaching points of young men. You know what I mean? I mean, let them be young men.
Yeah.
Let girls be young girls. You know what I mean?
Agree.
So, I'm not one of these that and we're not going into politics, but the boy took a licking. He got up and he kept on ticking. That to me is a prideful moment for a father. Now, if my boy was hurt now, that'd be a different ball game because it would break my heart. But he
Yeah.
took a licking and he jumped up and kept on ticking. So which tells me he's a pretty tough little rascal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's symbolic too in life, whenever you have setbacks, you get right back up.
Yeah.
You don't stay down, get right back up. Even if it hurts. And I can tell you from what it sounded like, that hit hurt. It had to have hurt a little bit. Even
It was a pop that his mama, God, the love of my life, which is his mama, she dropped her head and said, "He's hurt." I said, "No, he ain't. No, he ain't."
yeah.
And then when he popped up, she said, "He's all right." I said, "I told you. I told you."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, outside of the South Carolina game, what other game this weekend you guys are must watch, intrigued
They
by?
ain't but one. They ain't but one, in my opinion.
Well, there's several, but go ahead. Which one?
I'll give you
Clemson.
mine.
Clemson.
Clemson, Georgia Tech. That's one right there.
Uh-huh.
That's a game, and I know Pete Digits is in here, and I respect the hell out of him. That is a game where truly, if Clemson's offense doesn't get up for, they could absolutely lose that game. Now, Georgia Tech, they have a couple turnover issues, and I love and respect the hell out of Sea Dog and Rec Talk. Those are great
Yeah.
Georgia Tech YouTubers. I love interacting with Sea Dog. He's a great guy. And I'll say this though, Haynes King, I don't know much about his injury status because no one's really. That's something people are trying to figure out. He's a tough quarterback. I just get this feeling, as much as I would love for Clemson to go down, I just get this feeling that they're gonna whoop Georgia Tech's ass.
Oh,
I
yeah.
hate to say that.
Listen, I can't disagree with you there.
Yeah.
I just got this feeling.
I really can't. The same feeling that you just described is what I think we're going to do to Vanderbilt.
Right.
Seriously.
I think we again. I picked a 24-17 win, but I wouldn't be surprised one bit. Honest to God, if Carolina opened that one and won by a couple scores.
But you know what? I'm a Gamecock fan, and I got to take a pause for the calls for just a second. I'm a Gamecock fan, and I know that chicken curse, and it wouldn't shock me if we were to lose by
Yeah, it wouldn't shock me
3
either.
points.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, listen. I've said what I said. If South Carolina comes out and play like they have the last couple of weeks, I think Vandy wins the game. If we can't move the ball, if we can't do anything offensively, I think Vandy wins. I hate to say that, but something in my guts telling me South Carolina is going to come out and play their best football of the season thus far, and
Yeah.
especially with all the bulletin board material now. And I've heard this, dude. bulletin board material in history? Does it matter as much as people say? My answer, yes and no. Yes and no. History plays a factor in some games, and we've seen it. Tennessee was a better team than Florida in 2023. They still couldn't win in the swamp. I do think history has something to do with that.
Yeah.
Because you look at it, even though Tennessee wasn't great in 2023, they had no business losing that game to Florida. And if you ask me, as bad as we were in 2023, and in my opinion, what played us bad that year were the injuries all over the field. Take away those injuries, I really think the results would have been much different. But Tennessee should have beat that Florida team and beat them bad, in my opinion. History matters, but at the same time, with the rat poison, Tommy Castellanos, the Florida State quarterback, was talking a bunch before the Alabama game too, and they ended up going in and beating Bama's ass.
Yeah.
So it's a yes or no.
Yeah, I'm with Matt A. I'm liking the the South Florida and Miami game. I think that's an intriguing matchup.
Let me tell you this: as much as I want to say USF wins that game, I hate to say it. I think Miami wins because Miami's better than Florida. They are.
Yeah.
Now, with that being said, Florida's not. With that being said, something sneaky is telling me Florida's going to come out and look a lot better against LSU.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're going to win, but I wouldn't be one bit shocked if Florida gives LSU a game. I wouldn't.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm liking that South Florida Miami game. I think it's going to be a good game. Not sure how long they'll be able to hang with Miami, but I think it'll be kind of intriguing to watch.
I think it's close.
Yeah,
for a little bit, and then Miami kind of.
And I'm the same opinion as you. I think Clemson's going to beat Georgia Tech. If Haynes King don't play, it's going to be an epic butt whooping.
I said, not to cut you off there, Chuck, but like I said though, if Clemson don't show up, if they show up how they showed up against Troy, they could be in some real danger because you might be able to come back like that against Troy. Georgia Tech's different.
First half or second half?
First half.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you go down 16-3 to Georgia Tech. I don't know if you're going to get so lucky on that one, especially on the road.
Yeah, I'm just not as impressed with Georgia Tech as most people. I think they're okay, but I just don't think they got
turnover issues.
Georgia Tech burns clock like Vanderbilt does.
Yeah,
they know how to burn clock, and that's the problem. And I agree with you, Ryan. You go down by 2 scores to Georgia Tech, your ass ain't gonna get the ball back about 3-4 more times throughout the whole damn game.
Yeah. And again, now I like Clemson to force a couple turnovers here because Georgia Tech, that's been a problem. I will tell you this though about Georgia Tech. Some of y'all might disagree with me here. Even though it was a bad showing, I mean, the first quarter in the Colorado game, 3 turnovers on what was it, the first 3 possessions pretty much?
Yeah, I think so.
It was
I think first 4, yeah.
First 4, all right. And you still won the game. Again, I don't think Colorado is very good. They're playing right now. I'm watching K-State versus Arizona right now. That's a better game. But Colorado's not a good team. But anytime, in my opinion, you turn the football over the first 3 drives like that and still win the game, it's kind of a good sign for you. But again,
Colorado's
you do that against Clemson, though. I don't see how you beat Clemson because Clemson, again, we harp on their offense. Their defense is NFL class, folks.
Damn right it is.
They are unbelievable.
Who's that?
Unbelievable. And I do not see Georgia Tech being able to score a lot on Clemson's defense. That's the problem.
That's why I say Clemson's gonna. I hate to say it. They're gonna push their poop in.
Yep.
Brings me no joy to say I think a lot of people are hoping for an upset there. I know all Gamecock Nation is. Unfortunately, Georgia Tech's going to put up a fight here. I could see this being kind of like a 10-10 or something battle going into halftime. But
Shit,
Come
no,
on.
you're wrong on that deal.
Come on in here, Pete Digits.
This is going to be a 30-something to 10 kind of game. Clemson.
Mr. Harris said King
They
isn't
can't
well.
they
and
can't
GT's
score on
defense
Clemson's
sucks.
defense. Now I'm telling you, they just can't do it. They can't do it.
Right, I agree. But that's the halftime. That's what I could see happening at halftime. My prediction for that game is, I would say 27-10 Clemson. Because I also don't.
I say it's funny you say 27-10. I say 34-10 at the end of the game.
Fair.
Mr. Harris said King isn't well and Georgia Tech's defense sucks. That's a Georgia Bulldog fan. So, but yeah, if Haynes King ain't healthy, Clemson's gonna steamroll them. It ain't gonna be funny.
No, and here's the thing, y'all. And I know a lot of people in this chat's gonna talk shit, and that's fine, because I don't give a damn. But at the end of the day, it's the ACC. Okay? And there's only one team that theoretically, for the last, 7 years, 8 years, 9 years, plays defense. That's Clemson. So, I mean, Florida State, they've shown some flashes. But Clemson's the best defense, the best team in the ACC. You're playing the ACC schedule. And I'm sorry, they're one of the top 5 defenses in the country. The hell with what Clemson can do offensively. It doesn't matter. They don't play the schedule we play. Now, we look like shit offensively, but there's a difference. We play an SEC schedule. That's the big difference. But as far as going back to what we're talking about, Clemson's going to be fine. But I'm telling you, they're going to be fine because they got a defense that will shut your ass down. And in the conference they play in, that's all they need. Just outscore them by 3 points, and you win every game.
Yeah, and again, what my heart wants is for Georgia Tech to win this game.
Well, of course, mine too.
There are a couple of people in here disagreeing with us in the comments, and that's fine. That's fine, and I know, again, I wouldn't be surprised if this is close, but this is just how I feel, unfortunately, how this game is going to go. I could see it being close for a little bit, but then Clemson pulls away. That's exactly what I think happens, y'all.
Well, I mean, I'm telling you, Georgia Tech will not score. I'll make a bet with you right now. Georgia Tech will not score more than 17 points against Clemson's defense. Now, I'm telling you, it's not going to happen. Now, can Clemson's offense score more points than them? That's the question. That's the damn question.
Right. That's why I could see this being close, but for some reason, I got this feeling. I can't explain it much, so forgive me for that. I feel like this game is close in the first half, but then Clemson kind of opens it up a little bit in the second half, and they get a couple drives going that kind of helps them put it away. And again, I get the concern from some of my Clemson friends, because my Clemson friends, when I told them, I say, guys, I think you guys are going to be fine. I think you guys are going to beat Georgia Tech. And they say, I love you, but you're crazy if you think we're winning that game. And I said, all right, look, we'll see. We'll see, but I've watched you guys long enough to know this too.
I'll tell you what, it's funny you say that. I went to we call it the DG, Dollar General, this season. We call it DG. It's the marketplace.
Yeah.
And old fella's up there on a golf cart, known him. I don't know, 25 years since I met my wife. He looked at me. He said, "But you still wear that damn Gamecock hat?" And I said, "Yeah, I still wear the Gamecock hat." Now he's a Clemson fan. I mean, no hard feelings. You know what I mean? Just shit talking.
Yeah.
And he said, "Man," he said, "I'm gonna be honest with you." I said, "What's that?" He said, "I can't talk shit to you today." I was like, "Really?" I mean, any other time you talk shit to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He said, "Y'all got a damn hell of a defense." And I said, "Well, I'm gonna have to be honest with you. Y'all do too." I said, "I think both have the same question marks beside it as our offense. What the hell are we doing?"
Offense running game, yeah.
You know what I mean? And he goes, "But y'all got a quarterback that we don't have." That's what he told me. He said, "Y'all got a quarterback we don't have." He said, "If they cut that some gun loose," he said, "he don't need their damn line." And I thought about that thing for a second. And I looked at him. I said, "You right. You right.
Mm-hmm.
Klubnik needs a damn line and a running
Yep.
back. Sellers
So,
don't need no damn line and no running back." You know what I mean?
If they cut him loose, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael Lynn said Georgia Tech wins 24-13.
Oh, wow.
Ooh,
Wow.
I like that. I hope you're right, Michael. I hope you're right.
I do too.
Yeah.
I really do, but I don't know. I just don't.
I don't see
Yeah.
it.
I don't see it
Unfortunately,
happening.
it's PTSD for me too, because there's been many times in the past where I thought, "Oh, this team could get Clemson," and Clemson ended up rolling them, and this was after their run too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, again, we'll see because he makes a good point. Georgia Tech is pretty good at eating up the clock.
Oh, they are. They're
Yeah,
damn
and that
good.
that could actually be something that keeps this game close as well.
If they can hold on to the ball, yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem though, because they got turnover issues too.
Yeah.
And I think Clemson's going to get some turnovers here. And here's what I think. I think they score a defensive touchdown.
Who?
That's my prediction.
Clemson.
Clemson.
Well, listen, I don't know if you were in here earlier and somebody just commented. Vandy's going to do the same damn thing to us. They're going to try to eat up clock. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, why wouldn't you? Take the ball out of the hands of the best damn quarterback in the game. I mean, shit. If you don't, you're stupid. But at the end of the day, if our defense or our special teams don't score a touchdown, y'all, this could be a tight game.
Mm-hmm.
This could be a tight game.
And look,
Yeah.
I love Akari Swain. I mean, you know who he reminds me of, and y'all might disagree with this a little bit, but Ace Sanders used to be an incredible punt returner.
Nope. I have to disagree with you.
You do?
Yep. Two different people.
Ace Sanders.
Two different people.
Well, again, I'm just saying Ace Sanders took it to the house quite a bit while he was here. They're two different people for sure, but I'm just
he
saying
did, but let's just
that's
be
my
honest.
point.
Let's just be honest here. Okay, let's be honest. Yes, he had a third return for a touchdown in 2 games. But anybody in their right mind would not have touched that damn ball on his second.
Yeah.
He did it, and he got lucky. I mean, let's call it. Listen, I'm a Gamecock fan. He saw it hit a player, so he knew, which is good football IQ. He knew whether he made it a yard or he lost 10, we were going to get the ball right where it hit that player. I didn't see that. Okay, I didn't see that. But at the end of the day, we blocked to one side, and he was able, somehow or another, to pick that damn ball up wide step the player that was trying to block, because I don't think the player even thought he was going to pick some bitch up, to be honest with you. And to get to the right-hand side of the field. And then it was smooth sailing from there. That, my friends, is dangerous.
Mhm.
Right. And again, what I meant, I'll clarify this. What I meant was, I haven't seen a Gamecock player or a punt returner take it to the house as much as Ace Sanders has until Vakari Swain.
Ace Sanders was fast.
He was. And that's what I mean. I wasn't
Wayne's
trying to
not
say.
fast.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to say that they're one and the same. That's not what I was trying to say.
Yeah,
What I was,
and listen, this is open dialogue. I'm not, trying to poke you, but at the end of the day, there's a difference in somebody that just blow right by your ass and somebody that can juke and jive, and that's what Swain does. He jukes and jives. I mean, he's good at what he does.
Yeah. Michael Lynn said
Right.
he's been waiting 2 years for him to break out. So he broke out.
yeah, and again, Vakari was someone I named that I thought could be a very dangerous player this year. And a couple of my friends said, "What have you seen from Vakari Swain to say that?" And I just said, "Look, I just got his feeling." And
What?
so far, he's done a good job.
Well, let me tell you this. Going into the first game against Virginia Tech in Atlanta, do you know he was not their punt returner?
No, because he was still trying to get in good graces, wasn't he?
Yep.
Everything that happened.
Yep. He was not the punt returner.
Right, but I'll finish my point too.
And do you remember the first punt that was kicked to him? You know what he did with it?
Well, what?
He bobbled it. He had to fall. Seriously, he was not the punt returner.
Yeah, but
he got put in there for just mere. Now listen, I'm not taking anything away from him. No. I'm not taking anything away from him. But he got put in there for the next man up mentality. And he muffed the first one. He fell on it. Thank God. He fell on it. But after that, he shown himself. And guess what? That's the way the world operates.
Yeah.
Sometimes you might not be the front or the smartest man, whatever might have you, or the most talented. But sometimes those doors open. And when those doors open, you got to take advantage of it. And he's done absolutely that.
Yeah, he's been incredible. And I will get to my point what I was trying to say. Look, Vakari Swain, he's been magic at special teams. But you guys know he's not going to take it to. He's not going to return a punt every time.
Hell no.
And you're not going to get a defensive score every game. At some point, and this Saturday could be one of those weekends, you're going to have to rely on your offense to win the game.
Yeah.
You're not going to get the defensive score. You're not going to get a special team score. You're going to have to go out there and win the game. I wouldn't be surprised if it was this weekend. We have got to be able to move the ball on Vandy, because if we aren't, and if we don't, I would not be the least bit shocked if we lose this game.
I wouldn't be either. I wouldn't be either. But I still believe wholeheartedly, some way or another, and I believe this, again, wholeheartedly, that we grab a hold to the little Oompa Loompa. He gets slung to the ground, fumbles the football, and we pick it up for 6. I believe that. I do. Our defense will score. I don't think our special teams will score, but I think our defense will score.
Hey, I love it, man. I love it. And I hope so. I wouldn't be surprised one bit. But there's gonna come a game this season. It could be this weekend at Willie B. It could be next weekend at Como. You're gonna have to rely on your offense to win the game. and
Shit.
you gotta be
Listen,
able.
between me, you, and the fence post and everybody watching, I would love nothing more than to sit here and tell you, oh, shit, we're going to score 36 points. But I can't say that right now.
Yeah,
You
me
know,
neither.
Mark's confident. He said there ain't no danger of losing this game.
No shit.
I respectfully disagree.
Yeah, I mean, do you watch
Yeah, no,
football, buddy?
that look, I'm sorry, but you gotta look if you can't move the ball, then listen, this is not your old Vanderbilt, folks. I'm just gonna say this. This is not your old Vanderbilt. I'm not saying that they're great and they're all world leaders now. Well, they are better. You and I both know this. They're a lot better now than they were.
Let me tell you, let me say this, Ryan. If I was an SEC team and I was about to fire my head coach, i.e. Florida, okay, Cart Lee would be my first damn phone call. I'm being honest.
He's a hell of a coach, man.
Yeah, he would be my first damn phone call. Now I'm being as honest as I can be, because this guy knows football, and he knows what. I mean, he's got a team right now that has been the laughing stock of the SEC. Let's just be honest. I mean, it's like a run over game, right? You're playing Vanderbilt. It's a run over game. This guy right here, Cart Lee, has made a name for himself, and that's, my friends, how you become great. Everybody forgets about the great coaches in this game. Collegiate game, I mean. Okay, let's talk about it. Where did they come from? What did they do? Where were they at? Well, let's just bring up one of our own, Steve Spurrier. Duke, a basketball school.
Mm-hmm.
A basketball school. What did he do? ACC championship. Does anybody forget that? Because I sure didn't. Nick Saban, from a little small town in West Virginia. I hope Chuck appreciates that, because that's where his wife's from. He goes to LSU. You know where he came from before LSU? Does anybody know?
Should be Michigan State, right?
That's right, Michigan State.
Yeah, I was about to say either Michigan or Michigan State. It was one of the
Michigan
schools.
State.
Yeah.
Yep. Goes to LSU. Natty. Wins a Natty. Leaves, goes to the NFL. I mean, I can just name them time and time again. That, listen, at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you the two best coaches in the game right now, in my honest opinion. And y'all might say, you stupid as hell. And I might be. Cart Lee is in the top 3. Now, I'm being honest. He's in the top 3. But Eli Drinkwitz is going to win a national championship some damn way. Might not be at Missouri, but he got it going on. Seriously. And the third one is Shane Dan Beamer. Seriously. I believe that. Because if you look at how they operate, they're all pretty damn similar. The only thing I worry about Shane Beamer, because that's our team, the only thing I worry about with him is being too much of a nice guy and cutting fat. That's the only thing I worry about him. As far as a coach and a recruiter, oh shit, no. I don't worry, not a near bit. Not a near bit. But Eli Drinkwitz, either him or Clark Lee is going to be the next coach of Florida. That I can promise you. Mark my words on that deal.
Hey, look, I think Clark Lee is a good coach, and he's a fantastic defensive mind too. He truly is. I still remember 2021. That was Beamer's first year. They went into Williams-Brice. I was live streaming that game. I was mad as hell. I was throwing stuff around. Some of my friends could probably tell you all about it. I was mad as hell during that game. They damn near went in here and beat us. And we needed a late touchdown from Zeb Nolan to, I think it was Xavier Leggett, to save our ass in that game.
Yeah.
Colonel
back in
Zeb.
the end zone, yep.
That was the closest Vanderbilt has really come to snapping the streak against South Carolina. Now, in 2016, it came down to an Elliott Fry 55-yard field goal, which blew my mind at the time.
Yes.
It blew my mind.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
but who did we have kicking? I mean, that was pretty much a for sure. You know what I mean?
yeah. This, to me, and I will say this about Vanderbilt. Listen, some of you in the comments, I know we're confident about that. Yeah, see, Andrew was there in that 2021 live stream. He could tell you, I was pissed. I was saying we were going to lose. But Vanderbilt's got an opportunity here. Because I'm just going to be honest with you. Diego Pavia is leaving next year. I feel like I thought that last year might have been Vandy's best chance to get South Carolina, and then Pavia ended up coming back. This is another opportunity for you right here, man. If y'all don't win it this year, and again, I think Clark Lee's a good coach. He could go out and get another fantastic quarterback in the portal.
No, Clark Lee won't be there next year.
But Vandy, this is your chance right here, buddy. This is your chance. If you don't win this year, I cannot tell you when next time you're going to get South Carolina. And I don't know what's going to happen with scheduling with the 9 conference games. We might not even play them much. I still think we will, but I don't know what's happening with that. Vandy, this is your chance. It's time. You either put up or you shut up. That's what it is.
Well, and I will say everything you just said is 100% accurate. You hit a nail on the head. But if it happens, I'm gonna talk shit. That's all I can say. I mean, I'm gonna talk shit. Could I see it happening? Damn right. Now, I mean, I can. I tell you this: if our offensive line plays in this game and they actually show up, it'll never happen. Never. Mm-hmm. Never. But if we play like we have for the last 2 games, I can see it happen. We get upset.
I'm going to come out here and say it. We will lose if we play like that. I'm going to go ahead and tell you, we absolutely will, in my opinion.
Is that not what I just said?
Yep. Well, you said you could see it happening, but I'm just saying this.
No, I'm saying if our offensive line plays like they have the last 2 games, we're going to get upset.
We are 100%. Yeah. I agree with you there. I misunderstood what you said there. I apologize.
Quentin Broom's interested in the next punt return. So, yeah, I'm
our next punt return is going to be against LSU in their stadium, Bubba.
Damn, we're not going to return one against Kentucky or Missouri?
Nope.
I find that hard to believe.
In LSU, the real Death Valley, and we're going to shut their ass up, and we're going to win by 7.
I think you're a bitch if you don't kick it to them and try to defend it.
Listen, if you don't kick it to him, then you're going to kick it for 30 yards. So, I mean, it's a win-win for us, right?
Yeah, I know, but I just want to see him return it. Yeah. Man.
I will say this. I went to the game last weekend. I had a great time, and listen. If anyone questions how much I love my South Carolina Gamecocks, I sat in that rain the entire time. The 2 hour delay, I sat in the rain. I kept my seats, and I enjoyed it. The student section was going crazy. That was so much fun. I remember one time there was a big crack of thunder, and the students started roaring. That was the coolest thing I've seen in a while. Like, that was funny. And my dad was sitting there right by the student section, and he said that seeing that made him miss being young, just having fun in the rain and everything. But it was. I love this team to death. I sat in the rain for them. I I love them.
All right.
With that being said,
Go ahead.
it's always tough love.
Oh, yeah.
It's always tough love. And if we come out and lose this game, and especially if we see the same problems that we've been seeing,
That's my issue.
then I'm gonna come on here, and if I gotta lose a couple subscribers, so damn be it. I'm gonna come on here and tell the cold hard truth, and that is if we don't look. This offensive line, we've been talking about this for years, and I'm getting tired of it, folks. I really am.
Thank
I'm
you.
getting so sick and tired of
Hey,
having to talk about this.
And
We got
you're a young fan, and you're already getting tired of it. Imagine being our age.
yeah. I mean, look again. I wasn't born yet for 1999. I wasn't born yet for that shit. But if we lose this game and it's because of the same thing, if we don't fire Lonnie Teasley or at least move him down from offensive line coach,
Preach it, bro.
then I'm sorry to say this. And again, I love Shane Beamer. I think he's the right guy for the job.
He is.
But buddy, where's your commitment to hiring a good offensive staff? If we go out there and can't do shit offensively again, and we can't block a soul for more than 3 seconds, and we end up losing the game because of it, I'm gonna have some serious questions, man. Because I don't know how anyone can see the issues for 5 years and still trying to make excuses for them.
I
At
mean,
some point, we just got to call it for what it is.
Yeah.
listen. Do I think Beamer is the right guy for the job? I'd be a liar if I said he wasn't, because he is. I think Beamer's downfall. Shit, and I'm guilty of this myself, business wise. You know what I mean? Beamer is loyal to his own detriment. You know what I mean?
And that's the thing. I mean, look at what happened with Clemson, man. And again, Dabo at the first, and I don't know if Pete Digits is still in here. Maybe you agree with this, but Dabo's loyalty to a couple of offensive coaches, I think really that's a big part of why they trended in the opposite direction too, is the loyalty and stuff. I think that's kind of hurting them a bit too.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think that's that's Beamer's downfall. But what he's done for our university and our program, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's second to none. I mean, he's a great person, individual. First of all, this is where he wanted to be. You know, he was born in Charleston. Not too many people realize it. They think he was born in Virginia, but he was not. He was born in Charleston when his daddy was the head coach of Citadel. And nobody remembers when Frank Beamer was the head coach of the Citadel. Okay. That's where he was born at.
Mm-hmm.
And so he is a South Carolina native. The very first game when his daddy became the head coach of Virginia Tech, the very first away game they played was in Williams-Brice Stadium. He was a kid. He was a kid. And he will tell you this story. That he heard 2001. I mean, there wasn't no damn Sandstorm back then. But
Yeah.
he was like, oh my God, my dad just hit it big time. You know what I mean? It was the most exciting atmosphere he'd ever seen in his life. And at that moment, he knew right then that he wanted to be the head coach of the University of South Carolina. Because, that's hell, he was born in South Carolina. And we all know. Well, us South Carolinians now, we're a little bit different than most people. We are, and call us messed up in the head or whatever, and we might be.
We're crazy, but we're good kind of crazy.
Well, yeah, we are. I mean, we ain't gonna go out and hurt nobody, but
No.
No. At the end of the day, we are who we are, and I might hate the Clemson fan beside me. I might hate the Georgia fan on the other side of me. But if something was to happen to them, I'd be the first one to be there for them. And that's that's us. We're South Carolinians. That's how we operate. You know what I mean?
It don't matter to me what team you support. You're a human being, man.
Absolutely.
And this is just a pastime we love, right? It's 3 hours of watching a sport. Outside of that, you're like, I would never ever hate someone on a personal level because of who they pulled for.
No.
But I'll say this too, Jordan. I don't know if you knew this. Beamer mentioned a couple years ago. I don't know if you knew this. Apparently, Frank actually kind of wanted the South Carolina job too before Virginia Tech, and I didn't know that.
He did.
He also wanted the South Carolina job.
He did. You're right.
Maybe that also plays something. But look, Beamer, and that's what sets him aside from guys like Lou Holtz and Steve Spurrier. Because we know Holtz is for Notre Dame, Spurrier's for Florida. This is Beamer's love right here, y'all.
Oh,
This is where he wants to be. This is his place.
It is. And listen, I can talk about this from my own personal experience, okay? That, my father is pretty damn successful in the car business, okay? I've never worked with my father. I've never worked for my father. Now, I would be ignorant to tell you that I didn't have some opportunities, doors open to me because of who my father was. If I said that, I would be a liar. You know what I mean? I would be a liar.
Same for me.
But at the end of the day, I made my own name in the business. And, how can I point fingers at Shane Beamer going, I don't want to be known as Beamer's boy. Well, I don't want to be known as Jordan's boy. I made my own legacy. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
yeah.
It is what it is. And he chose this place because he wants to make his own legacy. He don't want to go to Virginia Tech. He don't want to go to the Citadel. You know what I mean? So
Quinn said he came here for SCCFT.
Right. He's right. He's right. And again, I'll tell you this too. When it goes back to the offensive line, I wholeheartedly believe this. We have a talented offensive line. Like Michael said, it's honestly the biggest we've had in a while. Yeah. What's going on with them to me is coaching. It's coaching. That's just my opinion. It's coaching. That's what's. I mean, because you've heard some things at the press conference too about them saying like they can't hear, and we got to do better practicing. And I hear that stuff and I'm like, what? Like, is it getting soft in that room or something? Because
All right, hold on just a second, Ryan. Hold on just a second. Let me point in the right direction. And is that the right direction?
Yep.
All right. I think you need to take this away because obviously he doesn't know your take on this deal, and go ahead and enlighten him.
Who are you talking about?
ooh,
You enlighten everybody if they didn't hear what you had to say earlier in your last video.
Oh, about the
Your opinion on the coaching on the offensive line. Go ahead and light them up.
oh,
Oh,
they just soft, man.
yeah,
I think they followed the mentality of Teasley, and he seems like a soft guy.
can't be soft in
Me,
the
me,
SEC.
yeah, me being a Marine, right? You know, I got that mentality,
Thank
and
you,
I think
by the
it's
way.
disrespectful for a young student athlete to sit there and call the man by his first name instead of coach. I think they've gotten away from reality. They need to start respecting him more as a coach and don't look at him and don't view him as just another guy, just a best friend, a buddy, you know, somebody you're hanging out with on the weekend. I think this offensive line is real soft. Now, if you look at star rankings and all that, if you go by that and trust that, we should be a hell of an offense based on that. We should be a hell of an offensive line,
Yeah,
and we're not. And so it's not translating to the field. And I think we need to get Elliott in there, and we need somebody that's going to give these guys tough love, and you know, love them at the same time, but get in their ass when they screw up. And we don't have that. We do not have this. We don't have that on that football team as far as a coach. We got a buddy, we got a friend, we got a whatever you want to call him. And to me, like I said, maybe it's just my Marine mentality, but you got to give these guys some tough coaching. And I think that's the big issue with our offensive line.
100% agree. And first things first, Chuck. Thank you for your service. I appreciate that. And I have a great respect for anybody who joined the military and everything. I've told y'all I come from a line of vets and everything, and I truly thank you. And I'll say this too. You're right. And when I play again, I wasn't a player. I was helping with them, but the coaches and the players, they still consider me one of them. If you called my coach, and this was high school football in Texas back when I lived there for a couple of years, if you called a coach by his first name, he would beat your ass. He would. He would absolutely beat your ass. And the team, I was lucky to be a part of a good team because we made the playoffs a lot. It was a good team. The coaches I were with, they listen to you, they counsel you, but they weren't there to be your friend. They were there to help build you up, not just for football, but in life as well.
Yeah.
well, let me tell you this. Through Police Academy, whatever you want to call it, through raising, whatever you want to call it, that you can point fingers either direction. At the end of the day, and I know this might be not politically correct, but I don't give a damn. I'm just gonna be honest. You gonna raise a man? Raise a man. You got to be a man to raise a man. Facts. I mean, it is what it is. My dad is 73 years old this year. 73. The man is on a cruise ship right now. Right now. I'm gonna be honest with you. Could I beat his ass? Yeah, probably. Probably. but I'd never even try it. I'd never even try it. You know why? Because I respect the man. And the man raised me to be a man. He raised me to drag a 250-pound deer out of the damn woods. He raised me to put 100 pounds of corn on my shoulder and walk through the swamp and put it out. He raised me to be who I am today. So would I try it? Hell no. Because you know why? That damn look he would give me would intimidate the shit out of me. And that's what Chuck's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
You're right.
It's just damn pure respect. It's pure respect. And they don't respect their own damn coach. That's what
And
Chuck's
that-
talking about.
That's my take on it. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just-
And again, like our coaches look, and my coach was committed to helping me a lot because I told him, I was like, Coach, I'm not going to lie to you. I would like to get in a better shape so I could play football. And my football coach, he told me, after you get done eating lunch, you come straight to the weight room and we're going to work on that together. We're going to build you to be who you want to be. And I'm going to sit there and I'm going to watch you, but I'm going to make sure you put in the work to do it, to build yourself to what you do. And if you fall short, we're going to do it even harder the next day. Like, they need someone to get in there and push them to be better. And they need someone to go in there and scream at them and chew them out when they mess up. Because I'll tell you, when my coach, again, he was there to support me, but there was one time where I didn't want to lift that weight one more time, and I just flat out gave up. He chewed my ass out for it, and I'm grateful that he did. Because
Yeah.
I was being soft in that moment. I was ready to quit. I didn't want to do it anymore, and he got onto my ass for it.
Yeah.
And guess
Look,
what? I came out the next day, and I did it.
Yeah.
And
well, guess
he
what?
looked at me and said, "You know what that was right there, son? That was progress."
Oh, absolutely. And at the end of the day, you know, like I told you before, respect is a big word. That's a big word. And that word goes a long way. And I respect a lot of people, and there's a lot of people I don't respect. And the ones I don't respect, then whatever they got to say means nothing to me. You know, I hate to say it. It means nothing to me. But if you've earned my respect, and going back to coaching, way back to when I started playing ball, take my father out of the equation. The coaches that earned my respect are I take it back, that taught me respect and held me accountable like my father did, they're still pillars of my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I respect those men, and I'll always respect those men till the day I die.
Yeah.
And,
Hey, have a good night there, Scott. See you tomorrow.
and I think that's what Chuck is emphasizing here. Is they love the man, but they don't respect the man as a coach. There's a difference between loving someone and teaching someone.
Mm-hmm.
Teachers are the greatest influence of anybody's life, whether it be male or female. It don't make a damn. But teachers teach you lessons in life that you will never forget. And as a coach, guess what you really are? You're a damn teacher. That's what you are.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you are. You're a teacher. You are a teacher of that craft. So I think that's what the point Chuck's trying to make.
Go the other way.
Chuck is trying to make is he's too soft and he's not teaching hard enough for the application
to sink
of
in.
this game. I think that's the point you're trying to. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, tough love, like Ryan said, get in their ass, chew them, but at the same time, build them up. You know,
Right.
you can do both at the same time. You know, that's what the Marine Corps do. They break you down, they build you back up. It's tough love. It's for a purpose. Same thing with coaching. You get into them, and then you lift them up and love on them when they do what they're supposed to be doing, or they seem like they're struggling. You lift them up and let them know it's going to be okay. Just trust the process.
You always got to love on somebody. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, damn. I'd hate my dad if he didn't never tell me he loved me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'd hate all my coaches if they didn't ever say, boy, you did a good job. You know, that satisfaction is like, all right, yeah, I did a good job.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I just think, like you do, that, and a lot of people might say you're full of shit, but sometimes you got to toughen up, and I don't think he's toughened up.
Yeah. Hey, Quentin wants to know if you was born in the River Jordan.
Was I born in a river?
The River Jordan, hence the name.
Jordan River.
Yeah, Jordan
No.
River.
I don't know where the hell Jordan River's at.
I think it's in the Middle East.
Yeah, it's over there where
No, if you really want to know, I was born in Toomey Hospital in Sumter, South Carolina.
Yeah, the Jordan River, I think, is out near Israel or Jordan. Whatever
it's
called.
out there in the Holy Land.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I don't. Where the hell that come from? I don't know.
He was just making funny about your name. That's all.
Yeah.
Because Michael Lynn followed up and said Jesus was baptized in the River of Jordan. So
He was.
yeah. So
Well, I do know that, but no, I wasn't born in the damn River Jordan. I was born in Toomey Hospital in Sumter, South Carolina. Just so you know.
I was born in Greenville Memorial.
Oh, damn,
was-
you a Clemson fan?
No, I did. I never said. I said I was born there. I said I lived there. I have no idea how. I have no idea how I was born in Greenville. We didn't live there that long or that much. So
I was born in Palmetto Health in Columbia, which is now Prisma Health.
I was about to say that's Prisma.
Yeah, that's Prisma now, but it used to be Palmetto Health back when I was born.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
my first cousin, she operates. She's the head nurse on the floor there.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, it's funny. I have two nieces in college there full time right now, at the University of South Carolina. But I have a brother-in-law that is still in school there. Well, yeah, still in school there, medical school. But Prisma Health is where my first cousin works, and she's over. It's not the ICU. It's called the something else floor. She's like the head muckety muck over that floor. It's not the ICU. It's the NICU or
yeah, the NICU. That's for like premature babies.
No, it's not the NICU. It's the step down floor from the ICU. I can't remember the name of it.
I have no idea. But yeah, I think we're gonna call it a show. So we're right about 3 hours. So I got to get up and get to work in the morning a little bit. So I don't want to be in there too much longer. So with that being said, appreciate you stopping by SECFT. Good talking to you. Good having you on the show.
Good talking to y'all. Y'all have a good night, and let's kick Vandy's ass tomorrow and show him who their daddy is. Go
Yes,
get
You
sir.
damn right, brother.
Sir, yes, sir. But yeah, appreciate everybody for stopping by and hanging out. Make sure you guys hit that like button on your way out. If P. Digits, I think I sent you a text message a while ago, if that's the correct number. So if you will, hit me back up. If not, then I got the wrong number. But I appreciate everybody stopping by. So make sure, like I said, make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new and you're checking us out. Hit that subscribe button. We appreciate it. Subscribe to Jordan the Deal Maker right here. This guy right here. Got good stuff on his channel as well. He don't do a whole lot here lately, but go check him out.
Well,
Subscribe to him.
Shit,
Huh?
I ain't got time.
But yeah,
I guess I do if I'm riding down the road. I could probably make videos, but
you got more time than I do. I can guarantee you that.
I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is. I'm here with my good friend, that one right there, and we are good friends. Our families are good friends. Our children. I'm here for my good friend. If y'all like me being here, great. If you don't, then so be it. I'm going to be here, but I'm here for my friend. Love him to death, and I want to say this in closing. I know I opened the show this way. Everybody, please send their prayers out to the Kirk family. He was assassinated, as everybody knows, a couple days ago, and I really don't give a rat's behind of what you think about my political views, and it's just not a political show. But he left behind a wife and 2 children. And this is sad, sad, sad. So please send your prayers out to him and his family and everybody in this chat. Because the only thing we got is the Lord above.
Yep.
And please pray for everybody.
Yep. And like I said earlier, if y'all want to sponsor a show, get in touch with Jordan Dealmaker. He's the man. But we just kidding. Everybody hit the like button. That helps out a lot. Hype it up if you can. I don't know if they do lives or not, but hype it up. If you want to become a channel member, like my good buddy Quentin Broom, go to my YouTube page and you can find it in there somewhere in there, and become a channel member if you'd like. All is appreciated, and yeah, it doesn't go unnoticed. We will be back here tomorrow night at 7:45. So we look forward to seeing everybody back here during our live watch along reaction. Yeah, that thing. Whether we win or lose, it's going to be a fun show. We're going to have a good time.
It's going to be good. I don't know whether I'm going to be here or I'm going to be at the lake house. I know I'm going to the lake in the morning, so I might be at the lake house. But at the end of the day, it's going to be good. It's going to be good.
Yeah, so
I hope it's good so I don't break my iPad. But you know.
Yeah, we're going to have a good time. So come hang out with us. And if y'all here, we'll see you. And get in the chat and let me know you're here, and let's be active. Let's have a good time. So with that being said, this concludes another episode of Inside the Sandstorm. Y'all have a good night, and we'll see y'all tomorrow.
Spurs up. Thank y'all.